Bear relates to things like jumping, climbing, ripping people's arms off, that kind of stuff. And criminal is anything that is not directly related to bear. When you guys get a point in bear, you lose a point in criminal. And when you get a point in criminal, you lose a point in bear. So it's a sliding scale.
Right,
Your,
I get it.
your objective in this game is
Whether you
to...
choose to accept it.
Hmm?
Whether you choose to accept it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This message will self-destruct in 5 minutes. Like...
Yeah, important thing to know, if you ever get to 6 points in bear or 6 points in criminal, you're out of the game. If you get 6 points in criminal, you're lured into a life of crime and betray the party. And if you get 6 points in bear, you flip out bear style and just fucking lose it, and you'll be picked up by animal control.
Okay.
If you ever get too far in one category or the other and you want to voluntarily move back, you can voluntarily move a point from bear into criminal if you do a flashback scene where you and the other bears plan out the heist over coffee and cigarettes. Okay.
I gave my fucking poker. The bears around the table.
Yep, exactly.
Cigars.
You know,
like,
yes.
Oh my god, I fucking love it. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. You guys can move a point from criminal into bear by eating a load of honey. And we're not talking just like a little handful. We're talking like, like a pint. You need to drink yourself a pint. All right. Go down to the pub, have a pint, wait for this all to blow over.
Go down to the hive chest there, have a pint of honey, and wait for all this shit to blow over. Right, got it.
Yep. When you guys roll for things related to your role, you get advantage. And whenever you attempt to do something, you're trying to get lower than your relevant stat, right? So if I tell you to roll for bear and you've got 3 points in bear, you're trying to roll a 3 or lower on a d6.
Ah. Okay. And if you roll over, I'm guessing it's like a fail.
It's a failure.
About criminal.
You don't necessarily move to criminal. You just don't do the thing that you want to do.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's go.
All right. Who still needs time to prepare?
Oh, I am prepared.
You are prepared?
Yeah, I'm prepared.
Cass, are you prepared?
I'm prepared.
Avisa, are you prepared?
Yes.
Hillary?
Rar? Question mark.
Nice.
It's fucking Russ. Tears for her president. Told him avoiding being deported is legal in Spain. Other returning to Malaga airport.
What are you reading?
As he fucking said the thing, despite voting for Britain to leave the EU, didn't believe it would end his Spanish lifestyle. He says, "Yes, I voted out, but I didn't realise I would come to this. My application has been rejected and we are on our way home." The wife is in tears. She's distraught, and if I'm honest, I'm not too happy about it. The prospects of returning back to the UK, like, that's too real. Fuck. I voted to leave the Europe, but I didn't think it would actually happen.
I have no idea what Shanks just said, so without further ado, we're gonna get started.
Oh, more Brexit talk. People are being surprised that they're actually being deported from the EU after voting to leave the EU.
Yeah.
Oh, British are getting deported?
Yeah.
People that were like on like temporary visas in other countries, their visas are running out and they're finding out that they can't just renew them like they used to be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Because
and so they're making applications,
yeah,
and their applications are getting rejected. Now they have to go back to the UK, or they're going to get deported as illegal residents, and they're surprised by this.
And they're like, "Man, I voted to leave the EU, but I didn't think it would affect me living in the EU." Okay.
Anyway.
But anyway, Maya, carry on. Sorry to interrupt you there.
No worries. All right. We start our scene 2 weeks ago. You were all in various different parts of the land. We're setting this in the traditional D&D setting, so not sure where you are in your D&D setting, but it all happened 2 weeks ago. You're a bear. You're munching along on tiny rodents while enjoying the blinding sunlight and warm summer days. And suddenly, somewhere, either on a billboard or written in the sky or on a flyer in the pocket of a man you've just ripped apart, you see an advertisement for the Combe County Honey Convention, located in the Combe County Convention Center. And you know that you have to be there because at this convention, they have the one thing that you really want: pure, unfiltered black orchid honey. It's rumored that this honey turns anyone who eats it into a goth. And that is honey you have to get your hands on.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god, dude, just imagine my honey badger having dreams of turning into the ultimate honey goth
Mhm.
badger.
Over the
Yeah.
course of 2 weeks, you've made your way from wherever you are, and today you stand in the heavily wooded outskirts of the Combe County Convention Center, a beautiful multi-level convention center. It glistens in the sun like dew off of a honeycomb. There are people milling about inside and out, and you suddenly realize that you're not alone. There are other bears around you. Cass,
Mhm.
you see a emerge out of the bushes what looks to be a bear, maybe. It's it's shaped like a bear and it's big like a bear, but it's not black like a bear. It's like white and black, and it's moving very slowly, like it's not really motivated to do anything.
I feel personally attacked by that.
It's funny because I don't know if he's talking about me,
I assume
Avita,
he's
or
talking about
Hillary.
you, but I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
Honey
like, I thought
badgers
it
are
was
not
me
fucking
first, but like,
panda.
it could be
honey,
fucking Panda or fucking
honey
Sunbear.
honey badgers are not black and white. Sun bears are not black and white. Honey
I mean,
badgers are also not
honey
the size of
badger.
a bear. Honey badgers are tiny.
Right, no, yeah. But
So
they are black and white, kinda.
being the retired muscle I am, I just think back to some of the other billboards I've seen on my travels as circuses and things came into town, and I look up and down this clearly panda thing, and I wonder, could it be of any help?
Hillary, as you're ambling along through the forest trying to get to this blessed convention center where the holy grail of honey lies, suddenly you see in front of you what looks like a giant, scarred black bear. He's leaning up against a tree, kind of like scoping out the situation. Looks like he knows a thing or two.
Well, I will amble up to him, munching on a stick of bamboo, and just kind of stare him down a little bit. You know, like the once over with the eyes, and trying to evaluate if it's worth asking him to work together.
So I look at her and up and down, chew it on the bamboo, and I say, I assume you're here for the honey?
Yep, I bet it'll make a great dip for my bamboo snacks.
I can just give a massive sigh and face palm, like, oh, what do you got, kid? What do you got? There's humans in there. God knows what the humans will do if they find you.
I got bamboo and really sharp claws.
Let me see how sharp.
I guess I will take a swipe at a tree then.
Take a swipe.
Okay,
Bear.
roll for bear.
Roll a d6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, Yeah, unfortunately, Hun, you're a panda, and pandas aren't really known for their tree swiping abilities. You go to swipe at this tree, and it makes a little gouge, but Cass, it's nothing impressive. This bear, it doesn't have the chutzpah that you're looking for in a fighter.
Doesn't have the durability.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you so much.
Oh
right
my fucking god.
You motherfuckers started this. I'm just finishing it. Like,
I'm gonna need some fucking boost to get through this game with all the
Yeah.
bear puns.
Right?
now.
Yeah.
So I'll take a
we
moment.
got to gin and bear it.
I hate you. I'll take a moment to just.
You rang?
Fuck off.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Take a moment to just sigh and just think to myself like, useless, but not too useless. It's like, all right,
I
kid.
mean,
What
I could go.
What's your plan? Come on.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. I need more bamboo to, get my brain working right.
About this time, you guys hear a noise from behind you and turn to see another bear. This one equally as large as you, Cass, but with a nice yellow band across its chest that looks kind of like the rising sun, is stumbling through the trees. It looks like that she's got something stuck on her head, and as she gets closer, you can see what looks like an empty beekeeping box. And she's trying to get it off. She's stumbling around. She finally trips, falls headfirst into a tree. The box smashes. And Avisa, you look up and you see in front of you a large, scarred black bear and a kind of, friendly looking panda.
I think pudgy was the term you're looking for.
Kind of pudgy panda.
I would be more concerned about the box. I'd be just kind of sitting there thinking, or rather saying, oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad to be out of there. I thought that was my life now. I thought my life was box.
My life
Okay.
is
I have to say, I just looked at the fucking character table, and I just realized that Avisa is both incompetent and the brains.
I
Yes.
know!
Yes.
Oh, did you give Hillary a bear point because you have to roll for bear?
She failed.
Oh, okay.
So I move a point into criminal then?
Nope,
Oh.
you just fail.
Okay. So I just go, oh look, another one. I assume you're here for the honey too.
Looks like she already found some honey.
Yes, honey. I want more honey.
What have you got to show for yourself?
To that, she's going to tilt her head to the side. And then roll one big shoulder in sort of a bearish shrug. Because my brain is blanking. I'm also downstairs, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, we'll wait for her to get back while we introduce
If I'm not
the
like,
final member of your
if I'm
party.
not roading in on a Segway, I'm gonna be mad. Like,
If you what?
if I'm not like fucking charging for the forest in a Segway, I'm gonna be mad. Like,
Oh no! You're not doing anything like that. You are actually already near the convention center. You already tried to get into the building, but now you're being berated by 3 adults who are screaming at the top of their lungs, "What is that? Oh god! Oh, it's biting my leg! Get it off! Get it!" They're beating you with sticks. One of them grabs you by the tail and shot puts you around and throws you off into the distance. You slam into a tree about 10 feet from the rest of the group and fall to the ground, kind of dazed, looking around. You don't know what quite's happened, but you were angry, and now there's other bears?
hey, what? I didn't hear no fucking bell. Let's go. Round 2, round 3. Let's go. What the fuck? Wait, who the fuck are you? What?
That looked rough, buddy. You want some bamboo?
I mean, yeah, I'll fucking do some fucking bamboo. Fucking tastes like. I wasn't
have a
fucking honey
stick of
though.
bamboo.
Like, I'm trying to get in this fucking place over here. Like, motherfuckers kicked me out, like, punching me, throwing me about, hitting me off trees. I don't fucking like it.
A big berry. Sorry, my mistake. I bare my fangs in glee. There we go.
Yay.
I barely noticed.
Aha! And I just, I give a smile and chuckle. I'm like, well, at least one of you got the sense of fighting.
Huh?
Avisa, now. Oh, sorry. Avisa,
No.
now that you're back, Cass asked you what you brought to the group. And to be honest, you're not quite sure, but you are the only bear here that has successfully managed to acquire honey so far.
Wait, she got fucking honey on her face. Hang on.
Yeah.
What? How the fuck did you get that? I've been trying all day to get in here. It's been like fucking kicked out the door, thrown out a window, thrown into the trash. Like I've just been getting kicked about all day. How the
I'm
fuck?
just,
did
I'm
No.
just picturing
No,
Shanks,
you
like,
see,
Oh.
you did it all wrong. You don't get honey from the trash, you get honey from the bees.
Ah, the bees are the ones that make honey. I thought it was the humans. Like what
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, I found bees, but I got stuck on the box.
What the fuck are the what the fuck?
I'm just picturing
You
Shanks,
walk me
like,
a
Shanks
box,
is trying
like-
really hard to walk up to Avisa, and I'm just holding his head, just like, hang on a minute, hang on.
Hey,
Shank.
maybe like a quarter the size of all three of you, then yeah, like I'm just like walking
Yep.
about, like hey, let me fucking out. Like, I'll fucking take them. Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah. Shanks, as a honey badger, you have no idea what this golden bear is talking about because bees don't live in boxes. Bees live in tunnels underground. All right,
Yeah.
you have to dig for them,
Oh
and you
yeah,
get dirty, and you get stung a lot.
I've just been seeing these billboards talking about this like magnificent honey, and I thought it was the humans making it. Like, what? It's fucking bees making it. Like what the fuck?
No,
It's not the humans. It's bees. So where's the
as
hole?
far
Where's the
as
tunnel?
I understand, the bees make the honey, but the humans, they steal the honey.
Those
So I wanted to go
bastards.
steal it back from them.
You know what? If ever we needed a reason to do this together, that's one right there. The humans are stealing our honey, everyone.
Cass,
Okay,
that makes
the
you
humans
mad at the
steal the
thought.
honey.
What was that, Maya?
Oh, sorry. It might help if I'm unmuted. I said, hearing that makes you mad at the thought. Humans have stolen all that honey. That's your honey.
It's like, this takes me back
And you.
to the yonder years when I used to camp out
Like-
around, well, ironically, camps.
Hmm.
Hiding, waiting, looking at the humans steal each other's stuff and run away.
All I remember is a great revolutionary called Yogi,
Yeah.
who used to steal the picnic baskets, and Winnie, who used to steal the honey back from the humans. Like absolute hero revolutionaries. My heroes,
Why am I
role models.
Why am I picturing this as like drifters? But it's fucking Winnie the Pooh instead of Hitler.
Because that's exactly
my
how I
God.
fucking think about it. Yogi's Nobunaga.
Meanwhile, Grin's probably just trying to lick honey off her own face. And going, but how did they get the bees in the box?
It doesn't matter how they get the bees in the box. What matters is the honey over there. And he
So-
gives like a small sort of head nod in the direction of the giant, huge, extravagant, ridiculous new, probably Las Vegas-y neon lights saying, "Honey, here!"
Just real quick,
As-
you take that box off of fucking Avisa's head, like, cause I'll be right into that, like, stuck halfway in now, like, fucking.
No, she fell in the box smashed.
Alright, I thought she came up with, like, a box on her head, like,
Yeah,
I
she
did,
did,
but
and
it
she ran
tripped.
into a tree and the box smashed.
oh, well, yeah, I'm chewing on
Av-
bits of the wood then, I'm just walking back out with a bit of wood in my mouth, like, let's go, like, yeah. Back out, yeah, let's
Avisa,
fucking go.
as the black bear motions to the giant Combe County Convention Center, you turn and you actually realize that that building looks a lot like the boxes where the humans keep the bees. And you get this whiff, just this faint little drifting scent on the wind of an undescribably delicious honey. It tickles your nose, and you suddenly shift your head, you whip your head around and look at it and go, oh, there's honey in there.
There's honey in them there caves.
There's honey in there, and I need to go find it.
Well, sounds like we need to make a plan of sorts. Humans aren't just gonna let us walk in, are they, little man?
Can confirm.
Little man, just looking at
Can.
you, Shanks.
I'm sitting chewing on a bit of the fucking box going, can confirm. Tried every fucking way I could think of getting in there. The front door, the side door, the other front door. Like, I'm just out of options now. Like, I don't know where to go from here.
Oh, it's time for an old-fashioned stakeout.
Steak? What?
I will also point out, none
I
of
can
you
go
have
for
given me.
some steak.
Oh my god. I will also point out, none of you have actually introduced yourself yet.
Oh.
I've literally
I
been referring to you
mean-
as Black Bear and Panda Bear.
I mean, we're fucking bears, alright? I
Uh-huh.
don't think that's entirely important right now.
Does a bear shit in the woods? God, does a bear share a name? Jeez.
Hey,
Oh,
Grizzly or Black. Does a bear shit in the woods?
I don't know, I'd have to ask you.
I asked a rabbit
do.
once, and he didn't want to talk about it. If not, nobody gets that. Fuck you all.
nope, sorry.
A bear shit in the woods, ask the rabbit because he's the one that wipes his ass with him.
Oh my god. Do you mind if you get? Do you mind if you get shit in your fur? No, good. Rub,
Yeah,
rub, rub.
that's exactly it. Yeah. So
Well, put my paw out to say, well, my name is Unbearable. I got the name because people fucking get sick of me after a while.
I'm already sick of you, pal. You feel the south side of Glasgow, then you're hun.
I knew you pick up on that at some point.
Yeah. My name's Harry the Honey Bear. Nah. Badger. No, sorry, yeah, Badger. I've taken a
Which
lot of
is
fucking
it?
hits to the head today.
Bear or badger?
Top of it, I would like Badger, I think. But I've got honey in my name, so I really want honey, because I've never tried it before.
Hi guys, my name's Ursula. I really just want to dip my bamboo in some honey.
Ah, I see. So you only want to dip your bamboo in the honey. You don't want the whole honey.
Oh, I mean, I can eat a lot, so I don't know if I'll need all the honey, but who knows? I guess we'll find out.
That bamboo's looking awful bud-like.
Maybe look towards Avisa, just like, and you, what do we call you?
Sorry, mouth was full.
All good.
Grin. Grin and bear it.
You mean like everyone has to do when they're taking a really, taking their first, what's the words I'm looking for?
I'm just looking at her confused, going, is that from the family
I'm trying
name?
to make a joke about waking up from hibernation and going for your first shit.
Oh my god.
It's just like,
Listen.
you come from a long line of Berets, or are you the...
Aye.
Listen, you
My
gotta push
dad
that
was a
butt plug
Beret.
out somehow.
My dad was a
She
Beret.
will shake her head, draw herself up proudly, and say, "First of my name."
Oh my god. Ursula, you've been sitting there munching on bamboo pretty happily, just kind of speaking when spoken to, but that bamboo is rapidly running out, and you've only got like a little spoon-sized bamboo left, even like a shoot left. And as they're discussing, all you can think about is how you need more bamboo, and you look off into the distance, and right next to the convention center, you see something that catches your eye. It looks like it's some kind of cart. and it's made out of wood. You can't tell exactly what kind of wood, but there's a man standing behind it with all this brightly colored fabric. He's got streamers overhead, and you hear him shout, "Hats! Get your hats here! Come, county convention hats! Honey hats! We've got 'em all!"
I'll just no. Oh, on you.
I will just start ambling towards the man selling bright colored hats because a hat sounds like a lot of fun and I need something to keep me distracted from my lack of bamboo.
I'll follow the one that looks like she's still chewing on something in the hopes of getting some food.
And I'll just shout to the group. Now wait a minute.
I'm not listening to you. I'm gonna back a fucking hustler down now, like fucking try to like
No,
pick the last of the bamboo or
you're
hand.
gonna want to listen
drag
to
that away
me
from
when
me.
I say this,
Like,
kid.
give me that.
You're gonna
Like,
want to
give me that.
listen, cause why don't we just dress up as humans to get in?
Ooh.
I see.
Can you do that?
I heard of a guy called Yogi who did it once.
Oh my god, Yogi, the great revolutionary. I heard he took down all the national parks in the in Midwest.
Damn right he did, and I was there with him.
Oh man, hey, you must be fucking old, hun. Jesus, whoever he is.
Let's go and have a nosy at this hat man.
Hat man. Hey, Ursula, give me a bit of bamboo. Give me.
Gotta be careful
No.
when you walk up to humans.
Yeah,
They tend to
yeah.
go strange and
They
squeeze
tend to hit you in the
and
face and
wave their
throw you off.
arms or shake sticks at you.
Yeah, that's right. They hit you in the
Well-
face, throw you off trees. Like,
Do you have a plan,
What would you suggest,
Avisa?
Brainiac?
She'll tilt her head to the side and say, "We could use that to our advantage. They get scared very easily, so what if we make them run the other way? Away from the hats."
wait, you want them scared? Got it. I run up there, just start fucking like try to bite him in the ankle and like get away fucking chase me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Gotta roll for bear, I think.
So you're
No, I'm
running
just
up to
running
this.
up and I'm fucking biting this guy in the ankle and like fucking try to drag him away from his hat stand.
Okay. So
Oh
you make a mad dash for this guy. You three watch as Harry just bolts, covers the distance in like 2.5 seconds flat, and he's at this dude's ankle. Roll for bear.
Rin is going to wonder what the hell she just unleashed.
Okay, so you run up to this man and you hear him as you get closer shouting, "Get your hats here! We've got all kinds of hats!" And right before you bite into him, you see him kind of turn down and look at you, and he goes, "Get your hat! What the fuck? Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! Ah!" The rest of you see this happening. Harry is latched onto this man's ankle, and is just, this guy is kicking and flailing, but Harry is sunk deep. What do you do?
I'm gonna go grab the cart and start rolling it away.
Fucking hero.
I'm just gonna stand against this tree and watch, giggling to myself.
I'll go help, I guess.
Okay.
The problem is none of
so-
them are the muscle. I'm the muscle.
Grin!
That's why
Grab
I
Harry!
you.
So, okay. So first things first, Ursa, you're trying to operate this cart, but you're a bear. You have no idea how to operate this cart. Roll.
But
Roll.
I grew up in a zoo where I saw humans handling shit like this all the time.
Yes, but you've never done it
You're a
before.
fucking
So
panda. So like roll
roll-
with disadvantage.
no.
No, I'm
Roll
kidding,
with
I'm-
advantage because you're gonna hack this cart. All right.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh my fucking god. So roll 2d6.
Roll 2d6 and take the lower.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so yeah, you grew up in a zoo. You've seen people do this all the time. It can't be that hard. You stand up on your hind legs, you plop your entire front half of your body over the top of the cart, crushing several of the hats, and just start walking forward up the hill, pushing this cart with your immense body weight. Avisi, you said you were doing something?
Well, I'll help push it, I guess, to hurry it along.
Okay. At this point, the guy is still screaming, "Ah! Go! Go!" And people are starting to turn to look, seeing what's going on. And Harry, you notice that there are 3 or 4 big, burly people. I mean, these people are about the size of Hun, coming towards you, and they look mad. You see out of the corner of your eye as you're being flung every direction. Oh God, the gyration! You see out of the corner of your eye during one of these wild kicks that Ursula and Grin have started pushing this cart up the hill away from the man.
I'm just gonna try and fucking like nope out. Like,
Hang on, let
Which
me.
direct are you
I'm
running
gonna-
towards?
is the guy I'm biting got a hat on?
He does have a hat on.
Right, I'm gonna try and
he's-
take his hat and nope the fuck out.
Okay, so you're gonna try and scurry up his
Yeah.
oh, and sorry, I need to
Yeah,
do this because Hillary, you get a point in criminal, and Shanks, you get a point in bear. Okay, so Shanks, which direction are you running after you take the hat? And while you think about it, roll for criminal.
I was gonna jump in there.
I was,
and
like,
roar
gonna
at
take-
the group coming
I was gonna
towards us,
take
like,
like
Timmy
away
said,
from. I was gonna take like away from fucking where they're going. Like try to lead the people chasing me away. Like try to grab this guy's hat and then run the opposite direction that they're taking the cart to like get them
Okay.
to follow me. You know what I mean?
All right, and Hun, what were you doing?
That was Cass that was trying to talk,
No.
not me.
Yes, Cass is Hun. You are Ursula.
God damn it! Why did you
Listen,
choose that
baby.
name,
Listen,
Cass?
baby. I call Cass Hun these days. It's fine. Don't worry
No.
about it.
I see him trying to. I see the other two scurrying away. I see the people coming towards Harry, and I just want to run out and go. Scare the
Okay,
beast.
okay. So, Harry, you have successfully managed to steal this man's fez off the top of his head. It looks like a bucket, right? And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
dart off 90 degrees from the woods. You're running parallel to the woods now, and you see these big guys kind of turn and face you. And Hun, as you see Harry start darting away, you understand what's going through his mind, what he's doing, and so to kind of throw the guards off, you start barreling down the slope of these woods, and you just at these guards who like stop, look at you, and you're just like at a standstill right now. And you see out of the corner of your eye Harry kind of running along, and he darts off into the woods about 100 yards from where the group is, and you can tell that he's safe. Are you gonna try and keep rushing these guards? You're gonna back off and kind of
Well, I need to
Kinda
go back to the group. So
okay. So you're gonna retreat from the stalemate?
yes.
Okay, awesome.
I'm just sitting in the distance, like kind of waving them towards me, like, come on, we're home free. Get away. Fuck.
All right, at this point, Ursa and Grin have made it back up to the tree line with this giant cart full of brightly colored hats and fabric, and there's streamers, and there's a big banner. It's like 20 feet wide, and Harry, you make it back to the group. Hun, you make it back to the group, and now you've got a cart full of hats. So
Sweet.
if you would like a hat, please roll for hats.
What did I roll?
A d6. No, I'm sorry, a d8. Hun, is that
Okay.
yours?
Oh
Yeah.
god.
I got a trilby.
You get a trilby. Bo, roll again. Avisa, roll again.
I feel like I need to walk up to some lady and milady her now.
Yes. Cass, you get a cowboy hat.
Hell yeah!
Okay, Avisa, roll again.
Oh my god, what's with these doubles?
Okay, and again. Okay, so Avisa, you are wearing a cowboy hat
Okay.
on top of a cowboy hat.
Is
And
this just to establish that she is big brain?
and Bo, roll twice.
That works because I wanted to insist that she wear two hats.
7. And again.
And
1. Okay, so Bo, you are wearing a crown on
hi.
top of a trilby.
A crown on a trophy. Right, I'm so
Yes.
happy with this. Let's do that.
Yes. So, oh, I'm sorry, this is Avisa.
Wait, what?
Avisa's wearing that. Hillary's wearing a trilby. Cass is wearing. What was Cass wearing?
Cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat. Okay.
So I'm wearing a crown?
No, I've got the
No,
crown.
you're
on.
yeah, Avisa, you've got a cowboy hat on top of a cowboy hat. You have two different color cowboy hats. You want to describe them for me?
Uh,
What color cowboy hats? What style? Is it leather? Is it felt? Is it green? Is it brown? Is it black? What do you got?
as random as fucking possible and probably garishly colored.
Awesome.
Because she
So,
has no sense of color.
so what ended up happening,
So,
Avisa, was
like, one's bright pink and the other one's lime green.
yeah. So what ended up happening was, Avisa, you pulled a cowboy hat out of the stack first, and it was this nice. It looks like it's snake skin, but it's like a bright yellow snake skin. And you were like, "Oh yeah, that looks like honey. Put it on your head." And then you pull another hat out of the thing, and it's like this. It's like this leopard spotted pimp hat with like this large blue feather that comes off of it. And you were
Fuck
just like,
yes.
"Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that's it. That's what's going on." Hitler, Ursula, you've pulled out a trilby. What color is your trilby?
Green, the color of bamboo.
Okay, all right. Cass, you've got a cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of cowboy hat did you pick?
Just a classic brown cowboy hat.
All right, all right. And Shanks, you pulled out a trilby. What color did you find for your trilby?
I got a fucking red suede trilby
Oh, okay,
with a
nice.
fucking like Burger King plastic like paper fucking crown on top of it.
Perfect. You actually, yeah, and actually, what ended up happening was, as you were biting the guy's leg, there was a group of kids passing by, and they actually like screamed and ran away and threw their stuff in the air, and it ended up being like one of these
Yeah,
Combe County Honey Convention plastic crowns that they give to the kids,
perfect.
to be like the
Yeah, yeah,
queen bee
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, perfect.
So,
Like I've got one of them round my fucking red suede trilby.
yep,
Like
yep. All right, so you guys have successfully stolen some hats from the hat merchant, who, by the way, now is being escorted off the property by some paramedics. You see, they've got a big box down there with some flashing lights. It looks like they're putting him in the back of it and taking him away. So now there's a little bit of a guard presence out the front of this thing, of this convention center now. But you've got your hats and you've got this big banner. You could potentially make some capes out of it if you wanted.
I'm gonna quickly ask Grin if that's the kind of box that the honey's in. The box that I'm putting that guy in, is that the box that's got the honey?
She's gonna shake her head and she's gonna go, after a pause to think, I think that's a bad box.
Oh, well, good to know. Thanks.
I've heard about bad boxes. I hear they...
People go in those and they don't come back.
People, dogs.
Mm-hmm. And she'll shake herself off and go, I think I have an idea.
What's your idea, Smarty?
So, I've watched humans a lot. And you know this thing they do when they gather in big groups? Where they dress up like animals and they have one animal person walking around and waving at people and doing dances. She's trying to describe a mascot, by the way.
None of you have any idea what she's talking about.
No, but go on.
But the interesting part is that none of the humans get scared of their animal dressed person. So what if we try to dress up like that and then the humans won't be scared of us and we can walk
I don't
around
think
without
that's going
being...
to work. Like every time I get close to humans, they get really scared and start kicking me. Like,
But that's just it. You put on you got the hat, you just gotta do a little bit more. Dress a bit like a human, but a bit like a bear.
but I'm a badger.
That's okay. I think they've done those types of animals too.
I just pat him on the head, just like, it's alright, I'm sure you're a bear at heart, little guy.
Oh, fuck your shit up, man. Like,
Okay.
I will definitely bite off more than I can chew. Like, let's fucking go.
So, to be fair, you have so far.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm bamboozled and try to work out how I would like get away with being like a human. Not trying to pretend to be human.
Can't we just pretend that you're a little human?
I don't know. Like, I think I've got more chance of pretending to be like a fucking hat than I
Don't
have to
they
be.
have those things that they sort of move really fast with the circle things and they just sit there with their little humans in a pouch?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't. Much,
Being a
much,
honey badger in a pram.
much. Yeah, I know. Like, I know what you're talking about, but Harry doesn't have a
No, I'm
clue.
sorry.
He's like much confused.
Yeah, obviously, Grid does not know the words for these things.
Yeah.
Mhm. So Grin, you'd
The
like to
baby
try and make
carrier.
a baby carrier for Harry?
A pram, aye.
Oh, you actually want to make like a stroller for him?
Or
Yeah.
steal
I
one.
mean, we have the cart. I'm sure we
Yeah,
can jerry rig
exactly.
You do
something.
have the cart. Yep.
Oh, we could makeshift something, maybe?
And remember, it's got a big old banner on it.
Mm-hmm.
You could definitely do some. You could definitely hack this cart to make something like that if you wanted.
I vote yes. It sounds
I
like a
vote.
great plan.
That's all I'm going to do if anyone comes close to the fucking pram that they're making.
So I'm gonna take a minute to just stretch my bear claws, like, oh, time to get to work then, because obviously I'm the muscle.
Okay, so in this case, Ursula, you're gonna help Hun to kind of make this thing that Avisa is describing to you, and Hun, you basically get the idea that you've got this cart, but you need to have like a little thing inside of it to hold the small human cub.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so you're gonna need to smash this cart in the top to make like a little dent in the cart. So go ahead and roll for bear to smash the top of the cart down to make like a little divot. 4. Okay, so you smash this thing, but you are way too strong, and you just smash a hole right through it. And Harry is gonna have to end up standing up in this cart in order to make it look like it's real. And you can maybe hide it with some torn up banner or some
No,
flags
this
or
works for me. Like, I'm going to stand in there and go, yeah, this is great, because like I get the idea. I'm meant to be like hiding in here, and I'm like a small human. But then I've got this exit down here that I can run away real quick out the back here if shit goes down. Like, I can just like
Escape route
fucking
is important.
bolt through this little gap that you've made here. Good job, Hun. You're the best.
okay.
I'm just gonna stand there proud, like, absolutely.
Still don't know what a small human is. Is it the one I took this thing off? Like pointing at the trophy. Is that a small human? He seemed pretty weak.
Uh, sure.
Yeah, right, cool. Yeah, I could do that. Ah! Just sitting there doing the
Yes.
fucking Team America arm waving in the air, but like to a little badger paws.
They're a bit like cubs, except they yell a lot more and sleep a lot.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna go fucking sleep.
All right, so you've got your carriage, you've got your hats, you're almost ready to go in, but to be honest, you still kind of look just like bears in hats. You're trying to sneak past these guards who have gotten a good look at Hun and a pretty good look at Harry.
So I'm gonna take a moment to turn to the group and be like, okay, we got the hats, but they're still gonna see all this fur, and they're clearly gonna know who we are. So,
So the cart had fabrics and stuff in it, right?
Did she not say we were gonna be like the things that the animals that the humans dress up as? Is that not what Grin said?
it
Like,
is,
Yep, and-
I'm
but
struggling to follow this, but I'm trying to keep up. Like, some kind of like humans dress up as animals, and that's how we're getting away with this. Like,
Well, the one thing Grin did say that you guys might have missed is that they're normally like very extravagant and brightly colored,
yeah, right, yeah.
very over the top.
Mm-hmm.
But on the cart, you've got those little pendants on a string. You've got a couple of rows of pendants with a string. You've got a big, brightly colored banner that's kind of been knocked off the side of the cart when Hun smashed through it, but it's kind of limply flying in the wind, hanging off the side.
Okay, okay.
So we could tear the banner apart and wrap ourselves in it.
Sounds good to me. You're the one with the idea. Fuck yeah, let's
I
do
was
it.
going to suggest we just go and we go and scare the crap out of the people again and just tear up their clothes and wear them.
Nah, it doesn't work.
But the
I've
more
tried
you
that.
scare people, the more people
Yeah.
come.
Yeah, exactly. Like
They're like ants.
that,
They're all over the place.
that's what I was trying to say earlier. I've tried the front door, the other front door, the side door, the front door again, and like every time I try it, there's just more people every time, and I don't get it. It's confusing.
That's why you're the brains, Grin.
I mean, I am just the muscle, that's all. So
I mean, she wanted to tear up the banners and like wear them, so I'm like tearing up banners there, and, like carelessly just like fucking shredding them.
Yeah, and Cass, you would know that Grin's probably onto something because those guys that you saw before, man, they were big. They were like the size of you. You've depending on where you've come from, you've probably seen or heard of these creatures. These are Goliaths that are guarding this front entrance. You could probably take one, maybe two on a good day, but
Wait,
to be honest, you're getting kind of hungry and you're not at full strength, and there's 5 of them.
has Harry been getting kicked about by Goliaths all day then? Like,
Yeah, Harry's been getting the
that's
shit
amazing.
kicked out of him.
So alright, that's on point. Let's do it. Right, so
Wait.
I say like, I'm just shredding these fucking banners until somebody stops me. Like,
Okay, leave the abuses big, not that much.
right.
Okay. So you managed to tear up the banners and the pendants, and you fashion yourself what looked like shoddy capes, but capes nonetheless. And Avisa, you take a once over at the group. You know they're a little bumbling, they're a little huge, and they're definitely got a crazy look in their eye. But you think this could work?
She's gonna nod approvingly and say, "There's one last thing." And she's gonna get up off her paws onto her hind legs, and she's like, "You gotta walk like the humans do."
What? How are you doing that? It's magic. What the fuck? I'm just gonna go and lie down inside the crate and say, I don't need to do that. Fuck that shit.
Ursula, as a circus performing there, you're actually quite adept at walking on your hind legs. It's not that hard.
Yep, I will get up and demonstrate.
Oh my
Heck,
god.
Actually,
Witchy.
Ursula, you can even do a little dance. You do a little twirl. You stand on one leg, put your arms out. You're pretty good at this.
I need a tutu to keep performing, though. Somebody make me a tutu.
I mean, I shredded some banners apart earlier. You could probably fashion a tutu.
It might not be a
Yeah.
tutu, it might be more of a skirt, but you know.
Maybe more of like a fucking
it's-
shredded rag that you just fire in your waist, but you know, like
Yeah, it's less of a tutu and more of a skirt, but it's nice.
to panda standards. Like.
Yeah, to panda standards, and you know what? You made it yourself, so that's special.
I'm
You've
just
always-
gonna be twirling around in my new skirt then.
Yes. You've always had your outfits given to you by trainers before, but now you made this yourself, and you can take pride in that.
So Hun is gonna sit there grumbling to himself, like, man, all those years with Yogi, learning how to do this, and these pups could do it without any problem.
Harry's just
And he
watching
just stands up on
wide-eyed
two
going,
legs and like slams a fucking tree with his claws just to make
Yep.
himself feel better.
Yeah,
Harry's just
these-
watching this shit wide-eyed going, oh my god, these guys are fucking talented.
Yeah, and Hun, it's a little impressive, but a lot infuriating because you retired from the game a while back, you know, and you thought you were standing at the top of the food chain in terms of bare criminal organizations, but these newbies, they're pretty good. The sun bear's a little bit, ditzy, and the panda's a little bit absent-minded, and the honey badger's a little bit crazy, but you think this has the makings of a fine criminal organization. They could probably take down whatever they want with just their bare hands.
Oh.
Get out.
Could barely make it.
There's no pause to the buttons.
Yes.
Could barely make it, but I mean, I can see somebody end up in the penitentiary tonight.
Okay, so are you guys moving towards the convention center?
Yeah, we've got no choice.
I mean, I'm wherever somebody's pushing me, I'm in the fucking thing trying to act like
All
it's
right.
all-
Who is pushing the quote-unquote stroller?
I will.
Okay. So, Ursula, you are pushing the stroller with your tried and true method of literally just laying over the top of it and pushing it with your body weight. Harry, it's a little cramped, but, it's manageable. And you guys begin
I'm starting
walking.
to feel that affinity with the moving objects, and I'm like, oh, this is fun. Like,
Mhm. And you guys begin moving towards the guards. As you approach, the guards, who are on not necessarily high alert, but let's call it medium alert, they're looking around, and you get closer, and your nerves start working up on you. You're like, oh my god, is this actually going to work? Can we do this? You get closer and closer to the guards. They're probably 50 feet from you now. They're just standing there looking around, and one of them turns his head towards you. You feel your heart rate spike. He saw you. He's seen you. And then he turns his head back, and he's like, oh, okay, no problem. Now they're 25 feet away, 10 feet away. You walk right up to them, and you see, leading up into this giant convention center, a big set of stairs. You realize you've got a cart, and these are stairs. You're standing in between 5 guards, 3 on the left side of you, 2 on the right side of you. What are you doing?
We've been made.
No, it's okay. It's okay, guys.
No.
Don't blow it now. Don't blow it now. Look, watch. And I'm gonna just slowly use my hands to lift Harry and the thing up enough to slowly go up here.
Okay, is anyone helping him?
Yeah,
I don't know
I was
how
going to take it,
I
I'd just like dart out and start hiding up somebody's fucking back or something.
Okay.
hide under the cape.
Yeah, like
Okay.
hide under somebody's cape. Like I'm just darting out this thing, like holy shit, this feels unnatural. Like oh, fuck ah.
Okay, so you guys are attempting to lift this homemade stroller up the stairs. You get, and it's okay. It's not that heavy. You guys are pretty strong. You start lifting it up and moving it, and one of the guards, the one in the middle, turns his head and he's like, "Oi, here's some help with that. Looks pretty heavy."
Fuck his mates, I'm going to fucking take him. I'm going to
No,
go for him.
no,
He's
no.
fucking...
Do we
Just blow the
understand
plan.
people?
Just blow the plan.
No, he's just fucking screaming. This is what happened earlier, and they just start fucking throwing punches
I
after this.
just
Like,
give
I'm telling
I
you.
just give a fucking small tap. Like he's hiding under one of the capes, and I just sort of whack him on the back of the head, just like counter him.
Okay.
Ursa will shake her head no at the guard.
Okay. You kind of shake your head. You kind of give a little. And the guard goes, "Well, all right, then. Your fucking car, your fucking stroller. I don't give a shit about your kid." And you guys start carrying this thing up the stairs. It's not very far. It's probably 15 steps, but for you, these steps are very tiny and it's tough. You're having a hard time going one step at a time, and you finally manage to make it up to the top of these steps, and before you is a cacophony of color. Banners and streamers and confetti and all sorts of stuff is before you at the entrance of this hall. You see Combe County Convention Center presents HoneyCon 2021. And there's these big wide arched doors that are propped open, and there are guards on either side, but they seem to be not really paying attention. And inside you see what looks like a giant beehive constructed out of maybe paper or cardboard has been created, and you see people milling about all over the place.
Got to have a witchcraft.
That's
Grin.
the good kind of box.
Grin, the scent of honey from this area is overwhelming. Everywhere you turn your head, you can smell a different kind of honey, just beyond your vision.
It's close. It's so close.
What do you guys do?
I'm fucking bamboozled. I'm like, wow, look at all the shiny colours, man. Holy shit. This is fucking magic. What? How did they make it like this? What the fuck?
So
Probably
bright,
still on
so
somebody's
much
back,
honey.
like just peeking through the cape, like, oh my god, look at that! Look at that shit over there, what the fuck?
Are you guys going in, or are you going to stand here?
I mean,
Well,
We need.
Because it's if you stand here, the longer you stand here, the more the guards start to turn their attention to you.
looks like we're going in. We shouldn't
Yep.
stay too still.
Yep, I'll keep ambling forward with the makeshift stroller.
Mhm.
Okay. As you pass the
Just
two guards standing by the
confused.
yeah, as you stand by or as you pass by the entrance where the two guards are stationed, you hear one of them go, "Hello and welcome to HoneyCon 2021. We hope you have a bear of a time." And you just kind of wander in, and you see now the interior of this convention center. There are tables everywhere, as far as you can see. It's a big circular convention hall, and on the first floor, it's got just tons of tables with streamers and banners everywhere. There's balloons. There's uh, confetti raining from different places. And as you look up, you see that there are more and more floors. 3 floors up, you can finally see the top of the building, and you realize that there's probably a visa, or you can smell it. There's honey on every single one of these levels. But as you stand in
Wheels
the
are turning. There's so many colors, so much honey. The
yeah,
question is how to get the honey out.
it really is sensory overload at this point for
yeah,
you, Avisa.
Harry's just been like in fucking, what is this fucking witchcraft mode since he's like had a look inside. He's like, oh my god, all the colours, how did they make that shit fly about? Ah!
Okay, so where are you heading first? You've got a big circular floor in front of you, and there are tables spread out along the walls on both sides of the floor. You're kind of in the center of 2 semicircles that extend around the entirety of the hall.
Is there just honey lying about everywhere?
Well, there are stands, and you can see that people have jars of a yellow liquid that you would assume is honey, but there's so many different stalls with so many different types of honey. Depends on you where you go first. You can also see that as you go around either to the left or right, there are ramps that will take you up to the next floor and down from the next floor up.
Oh good, ramp, so we don't have to carry the fucking stroller.
Yes.
Okay,
Yay.
guys. Here's the plan. Four of us, 4 jars of honey. We get in, we get out.
I think
None
you're
of
too
the
small, man.
humans notice.
4 baskets of honey. If we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. Like, we've got this fucking stroller here. Like, let's just fill it up with honey.
Do you mean the stroller that has a giant hole in it?
Yeah. The stroller that I jumped out of and I'm sitting on like somebody's back right now. Like, yeah, that works.
If you can find something
Maybe
to plug
the
that hole, maybe.
I mean, it's got this big hole. We can just fill it up with honey. Like, is that not how the holes work? Like, fuck.
Not if it goes through to the bottom.
I didn't think of that.
It doesn't go through to the bottom. There's like you smash through the top of it where you had intended to create a divot. You actually smash through the top of it, and there's a shelf underneath where there's actually doors on the cart where you would normally open it and reach it and pull things off the shelf.
Okay, that's fine.
And then under that there's another little opening where in the bottom where the shelf and the floor are.
So
Okay.
my original suggestion: let's fill this fucking cart up with honey and make off like 3 bears and a badger.
Hun, you're listening to Harry, and Yeah, he's got the spirit, but remember, you're here for one thing. You're not just here for any honey, all right? You've been in this game a long time, and this is your last score. You're not just going for any honey. You're going for the big bucks. You want that black orchid honey. You
Hmm.
can't stop until you get the creme de la creme of honeys. And maybe then you'll finally be able to retire in peace.
So we need to find out which is the best honey, and it seems like our smarty pants over here could probably point us in the right direction if they focused up.
What? What? Oh, right. Well, we should look around.
Got it, boss. And like, I'll dart off his back and start like darting under a table.
I think at this point we could probably like tuck the stroller away unless we're really going to use that to carry things around. It actually would make sense.
I feel like we need to put a leash on Harry before he freaks somebody out again.
I mean, I've already darted off under a table now. Like, lucky you.
He's gone. Cat's out of the bag.
Uh,
Bear's out of the bag.
You've darted out of the stroller?
no, I was on
No,
somebody's
he was
back,
hiding
underneath
on
a
someone's
cloak.
back.
So like,
Uh-huh.
we've got near a table, and then we says we've got to look about to find out where the good honey is. So I've just went, okay, boss, and just darted under a table and went fucking off.
Okay, so you've darted under a table. Are the rest of you following him to the table he's darted under?
No.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Okay. All right, no problem. So, Harry, you've managed to hide underneath the table at one of these stalls, and you can hear muffled voices ahead of you saying, "Get your honey here. Good quality honey made from the best store plants in the area." And you're looking around. The table is covered with cloths. You can't see out, nobody else can see in, but you can smell
Yeah.
that there's honey around here somewhere. But you might be a little distracted because there's some tasty looking ankles standing right in front of the table on the other side.
Oh, woe is me. Like, oh,
Suddenly the cloth lifts up and you are kind of jostled as two kids join you hiding under the table laughing at each other, and they're actually holding a jar of honey. It looks like they maybe stole it from another stall and have come here to hide out, and they're giggling and they're like, "Ah, we got it. Oh yeah, this is great."
have they
And then
noticed me yet?
they turn over and they look at you and they go, "Oh, hi, that's a nice costume you got. Do you want some honey?"
Nod,
Okay, so you make kind of a little
like nod, like kind of reaching out towards the jar that they've got.
mm-hmm.
Are they giving me it? Are they gonna give me it?
So they extend the jar out to you, and what do? Do you dip your hand in?
Oh no, I'll just yank the jar off them and run away.
Okay. Okay. Roll for criminal. Okay. You successfully steal these poor kids' honey. They are now crying under the table and are starting to crawl out in chase of you. Where are you going?
Back to where I last seen these people, which I'm guessing they're not fucking there anymore.
Okay, so you go back to the center of the convention hall, and your friends aren't there.
Right.
You now have two screaming, crying children running after you.
I try to
and
lose them in the crowd then.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. You try and lose them in the crowd. You're running between people's legs, carrying an open jar of honey. Where are you going?
Like, I don't fucking know. Like, I'm trying to get away from these fucking kids. Like, God. I guess keeping an eye out for these fuckers. Like, is there a big fucking cart kicking about that I might recognise? Is there a similar cart that I might not recognise, but I might
Oh,
take
a
as
couple of fucking bears wearing garish colors?
Yeah. Okay. So the rest of you are pushing a now empty cart through the middle of the convention hall. You're surrounded by people. Where are you going?
Checking each stall and
Yeah,
trying to
just,
sniff out the right kind of honey.
just trying to work our way around until Grin gets that super special smell that we know is the best honey.
Okay.
My head's on a swivel looking for signs of commotion from Harry.
Okay. Um, well, actually, while your head's on a swivel there, Ursula, you actually notice something different. The floor here seems to be littered with what looks like tiny pieces of bamboo. They're kind of they're flat and they're small, but they're kind of shaped like a square on top of a rectangle, and you can't help but start picking them up and munching on them, munching on. This is bamboo. These are little bamboo tasting spoons. These are little bamboo tasting spoons that people have just thrown on the floor.
Well, I guess I am collecting spoons as I mosey along then.
Okay. Hun and Grin, you see Ursula has stopped pushing the cart and has started picking up used spoons off the floor and putting them in her mouth.
To which she's going to realize that she is never going to truly understand the obsession with bamboo.
So Han is
And
gonna
go,
have. Oh, on you go.
Arcio, hey, gotta act normal. Whatever normal is.
But this is normal as I shove more spoons in my mouth to crunch on them. Besides,
No,
I don't
no.
think well on an empty stomach. It's been like 10 minutes since I had some bamboo to eat.
I'm hungry too, but you gotta act human normal.
Yeah, so Grin, you have now noticed that as the panda is stooped over, picking up these spoons off the ground and putting them in her mouth, like, ooh, piece of candy style, several people have kind of like turned their heads and are looking and seeing what this crazy person is doing because they're not sure. Are they cleaning up the floor? Are they putting those in their mouth? That's weird.
I
God.
think that's weird. Hold your fucking britches. Like.
I mean, I've seen weirder shit at conventions, so.
Yeah.
I guess they need to be distracted somehow.
Well,
I don't know.
or you need to convince Ursula to stop eating them. Picking them off the floor probably isn't bad. You know, that's just cleaning up the floor, but eating them is very strange.
Yeah, she's gonna go like quietly. Arcio, put the spoons down.
But,
So I'm gonna.
but bamboo, can I just take them with me?
Yes, put them in the cart, but don't eat them in front of the humans.
Okay.
What's
Gotta
up,
be
hon?
sneaky like.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Hillary. This is getting very confusing.
Yeah, you did this to
I
yourself,
love
buddy.
it, man. That's amazing.
No, I was just saying I was just gonna cover the side where the most people are so that they can't see what we're up to. It's my back to them, just like.
Okay. So you put your back up against the one side so that less people can see them, and you suddenly hear, "Hey! Here for some honey, is ya? Well, why don't you try a little bit of this now, big fella?" And you kind of turn your head, and there's this guy behind you. He's got frizzy black hair. It's, looks like he's been in an explosion. And you turn around and you see before you a table full of jars of honey. And this crazy man is holding out one of those little bamboo spoons with you, to you, and it looks like it's got this golden liquid on it, and you know, oh, that's the stuff. You need some of that.
Oh man, I gotta get me some of that right there.
And then flashback to back in the Central Park with Yogi, you know. Just sitting there having a casual conversation, you know.
Okay, are you actually having a flashback to move a point from bear to criminal?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sitting like right in the middle. Huh?
Yeah, you're sitting in the middle.
Yeah, you're free.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just
Okay.
gonna say I was gonna do an actual flashback, but then I forgot that flashbacks do that. Fuck. So he's just gonna take a big sigh, and he's just gonna casually to sort of knock the hand back. I assume he's got one hand has the jar and one hand has the spoon, right?
Yes.
So I'm just gonna casually knock the table with my leg
hmm
to push him off balance and maybe
hmm
drop the honey in another direction.
Okay, so you kind of, and we'll say that was your criminal role. You kind of nudge the table with your foot, and it makes this big jostle. And for a second, the guy's completely distracted. But that's exactly what you were going for. His eyes shift to the honey in his hand on the left side, leaving his right side completely open. Are you trying to steal a jar of honey from the table?
No, I'm trying to make sure we get out of this away from these people without being caught.
Okay, all right. So he's obviously distracted, but the situation with Ursula has kind of resolved itself by now. So people are milling around again, and he kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, there! Be careful! You don't want to do that. You don't want to bump into this table. This here honey is made with the world finest gunpowder. Listen,
Gunpowder.
listen, that's what makes it so spicy. Listen, you knock one of the jars off the table, we could blow that whole plate to kingdom come."
God damn it, Studley.
That's not Studley.
No, that's Studley. Studley would put gunpowder in honey any day.
That's true. That's true. So, and now, the table stopped shaking. The guy's obviously a little frazzled, but he's kind of recovered himself, and he offers you again the little spoon of honey for you to try if you want.
But by that time, we've started moving on around to the opposite direction of the people staring.
Okay, all right. So you move on, and he says, "Hey, come back whenever you want. Try some of that honey. It's the best in town, I guarantee." But you guys keep walking off. And Grin, your head's Ursula, your head's been kind of on a swivel ever since Grin kind of chastised you for the spoon thing. So yeah, you're still looking and picking up spoons when you see them, but you suddenly hear a commotion off to your right. And you turn your head and you see this medium build dwarven woman, and it looks like she's yelling at somebody. She's got two kids next to her who are screaming and carrying on, and the crowd kind of parts, and you see Harry standing there with an open jar of honey, wide-eyed, looking around, can't figure out where to go, and it looks like he's being berated by this dwarven woman. "Don't you know stealing is wrong? You shouldn't steal from other people, young man. Where's your mother? We're gonna have a talk with her about your morals."
I'm just looking at her, looking at honey, looking back at her, and then I just jam my face in honey and start fucking chomping down on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go pick Harry up by the scruff of his neck, pry the jar from his face, hand it to the lady, and bow.
"Oh, so you're this rascal's mother? What do you have to say for yourself? Is this how you raise your children? He just ate my boy's entire jar of honey. What are you gonna do to make up for it?"
So I see this happening, and I remember, I just remember there's one thing that I'm very good at, and so I walk up slowly behind her, and I go to give her a bear hug.
Oh
Okay.
my god, yes!
To
Okay.
try and calm her down, because I heard hugs are good for humans.
Okay.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Roll for bear.
Bear hug, unintentional sleeper hold.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Hun, unfortunately, again, you have misjudged your own strength. You pick this woman up, and she begins screaming without, "Hey, what are you doing? Hand me this instant, you brute!" And you give her a nice, gentle squeeze. Just a little, and you rock her a bit,
Pop.
hugging her tightly. And then, yeah, you hear this, and she goes limp in your arms.
Oh no.
The kids who are standing by go, "Mom? Mommy?"
Oh no.
This woman is passed out. Like you have crushed this woman into unconsciousness. You are now standing. You are now standing off. Yeah, you're now standing off to the side in this convention floor, and you're holding an unconscious woman in your arms with two crying children.
Is this a significant enough distraction for me to get away, or has somebody still got me by the fucking collar?
I'm assuming you could either get in the car or get
Yeah,
under
so
someone's
right
cloak
now-
by now.
Ursula is holding Harry in her arms. Actually, Shanks, because you ate the whole jar of honey, you get a point back into Bear.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so Ursula is holding Harry in his arms. Hun has an unconscious dwarf woman and 2 small children crying at his feet. Grin, you're with the cart, and it's not looking good.
Can I start doing a little dance to try and get the kids to stop crying? You know, like from my circus days.
Sure, roll for Bear, I suppose.
I'm just imagining this panda in this situation, just like hopping on one leg with the arms waving about, like, ha, da, 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 da.
Okay. Yeah, you start doing a little twirl, but unfortunately, your leg kicks out and smacks into one of these kids' back. You send him flying 15 feet into a stall.
Time to run, guys. Let's go.
Walk away. Let's get out of here.
So,
Hide the woman.
I'm seeing this, I panic and I go, shit. Look over the. No, I sort of point in the direction of where the kid went, the child went, so the other child can look, and I just throw the woman in that direction.
Okay, so you standing there suddenly go and point your paw in the direction, and then throw the woman in the direction. The kid goes, and you just take off?
Yep.
Okay, so now the whole party is moving. Where are you guys moving to?
Oh, wait,
Another floor.
Fucking, like,
Let's go
the
up a
toilets
floor.
probably, like
Okay.
a stairway or some shit, like somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
you can
many
go up the
people,
ramp for the next floor.
Like, yeah, we're fucking looking for somewhere to like lose attention, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Okay. Yeah, you can head up to the next floor if you want. Grin, as you guys are making your great escape, you realize that some of your members have probably gotten a little too deep. It might be time to rein them in, and the best way to do that is getting honey. And it looks like you need an entire jar worth of honey in order to, kind of bring them back to their senses, get them centered again.
Okay, so there's stalls all along the side as we move along, right?
Not on the ramp, but once you get up to the second floor, it's kind of the same layout. There is 2 semicircles of stalls along the wall with people milling about in the center.
Could you just try to casually swipe a jar off a stall as they're going past? One of those things where you just sort of reach a hand down, scoop it up, and keep going.
Sure. Roll for criminal.
Okay, that's D6, right?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're pushing the cart along, and you just kind of manage to supermarket sweep some jars off of the tables there while people are distracted. You get 2 jars of honey.
Okay, I'll hide them in the cart.
One is kind of an orangey color, and the other is kind of a reddish color.
Ooh, fancy honeys. And I guess once we're out of sight of said stalls, I will offer them to the group to calm them down.
Oh no.
Okay.
You said
Okay,
red honey.
Okay, do you say anything to them?
Guys, I swiped a treat.
So did I, but like the kids were really angry about it. Like,
Well, see, that's where you went wrong. You don't talk to them. You don't want them to notice you.
I didn't talk to them. They held it out. Well, fuck my mate, I thought they were giving me it, so I took it and ran away. And then they started screaming, and our ma started shouting at me, and then
I don't know.
snapped
Human
her neck.
cubs are weird.
Sorry.
I don't know. It's fucking good honey though. Like,
So I'd see the red honey and I'd just sort of taken aback because obviously I'm retired, I'm old, I've seen a bit of everything, and the red honey is like numb flashbacks of no, please don't hurt me.
No.
I start getting one shot staring at it.
Are you taking a point in criminal with this flashback?
Yes. So can I not do it to put a point into bear with the flashback?
Flashback is going to criminal.
Honey
is bear.
Ah, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
No, and then
You guys have been doing mostly criminal things, so I'm trying.
hey,
You need to get back to the bear side.
hey.
So I'm just gonna sit there and I'm just gonna pick up the jar and just smash it in my hands and just let it drool out into my mouth.
Okay.
Crying.
Okay.
In
Uh,
some ridiculous
I like how you're
dramatic
saying
fashion.
we have been doing mostly criminal shit. Like, I done like one criminal fucking action. Like,
Me too.
Excuse me, man who bit a guy's leg, stole a hat, ran from guards, stole from children, and what
part
else?
of that isn't bear? Like,
My
come on.
God.
I
Who's
fucking
the,
try to chew a guy's fucking ankle off. Come on, like, what part of that?
Yeah,
is-
biting the ankle would be bear, I would have thought.
No.
Yeah.
Stealing his
Oh,
hat
you're
off
right.
his
You're
head
right. You're
and
right.
then running
Mall
away.
stuff. Yeah, you're right.
Stealing his
Mall
hat-
stuff. Yep.
Stealing his hat would have been criminal, but I mean that
Yep.
that evened itself out.
You're right. You're right.
All my shit's evened itself out. Cause even like stealing the honey and then just like fucking scanning it in front of everyone, like fucking.
No.
Right.
So that's the weird thing. Stealing honey is criminal, but eating honey is bear,
Yeah.
so it cancels out.
Yeah.
Well,
Hillary, you
one
were trying to
person
say
takes the dip. If someone else steals some, that helps them, I
Yeah.
guess.
Who's the other jar of honey for?
Everybody.
something? Whoever you want. Yeah.
Grin will start taking some of the spoons that Ursula
Yeah.
collected, and she's gonna put them in honey and offer them to her.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, was just dip the spoons in honey and then eat it whole.
See, that's why
Okay.
it's good to wait sometimes,
All right.
because now you have
So
a bigger snack.
Ursula, you can take a point in bear.
Harry's still
Um,
just licking the fucking honey that he was eating off his like paws and face and shit, and like cleaning himself up. Like, ah, some good fucking
Okay.
honey.
Hun's background and PTSD moments starting to really get to him now. He's just seeing all the humans and they're all covered in red, and he's starting to hyperventilate in the ways only bears can, and he's trying so hard to keep his voice down. He's oh God, not again.
Oh my God.
Oh, oh, hun. Calm
Oh,
down,
hun.
breathe.
You okay, hun?
You're okay.
As
The little humans.
They're
You
weird.
need to
I
eat them.
know.
Okay, well, as you guys are standing around in like a little huddle around your cart eating honey, you see this kind of like thin, wiry guy. He walks up to you. He's like, "Wow, you guys really went all out with your costumes, didn't you? Those might be the best bear costumes I've seen all year." Hey, I'm handing out tickets for the raffle. At 5 o'clock, we're gonna be raffling off some special honeys, and the grand prize is black orchid honey. Would you guys be interested? It's $1 for a ticket, or $5 for 10 tickets.
So
Or his life for the fucking
Yeah.
role.
he shouldn't have said the magic words about the black honey.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
'Cause-
It's his life for the fucking role. That's fucking travel
especially
tickets.
right now. So Han's gonna just grab him by his
Uh-huh.
teeth. He's gonna grab him with his teeth and push him up against the wall.
You're gonna grab him with your teeth and push him against the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, you're really strong with you take it seriously. So, would you be interested in some tickets then?
This guy's
Finish
pretty
him.
damn calm.
Do it.
Considering.
Don't say the honey again! And he just starts flinging him down the fucking. Are we still on
Okay.
the ramp on our way up, or are we? Just...
You're just at the entrance of the thing now. You're standing next to like the very first stall on this floor.
Okay, we're gonna throw him. We're
So-
gonna fling him outside.
Okay, so what the guy hears is, and he kind of tumbles down the ramp and he goes, "Whoa, yeah, okay, geez, all you had to say was no." Gee, crazy cosplayers, get too into character, and he kind of walks off down the ramp. Okay.
Did they
So
drop
weird.
any of those fucking raffle tickets when he mauled them?
Yeah, roll a d6.
Who?
Yeah, Ball. He's dropped 3 of them, but excuse me, but they're the 2 tickets, right? So you've got the one that you guys would normally hold, and the one
And
that
the one
normally
he would
goes in
hold?
the box.
Yeah. Alright.
So you've got 3 sets of unregistered raffle tickets.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, Grin's probably shoved the rest of that jar of honey right onto her snout and is just
Okay.
trying to lick the inside of the jar out.
Okay.
It's kind of stuck there.
Okay. So you take a point in bear. You guys are all basically middle now. Feel like you're feeling good. You feel like, okay, plan's back on track. You got this. All right, we're good to go. So where are you heading to now?
I'll look at fucking Grin for direction because the last time we went off him on it did not go well. Like,
I'm gonna take a moment to just try and calm down, realizing I could have
Okay.
blew the whole plan.
Yep.
you okay, hun? Okay, alright, cool. He's fine.
Okay. Grin is gonna pat Hun on the shoulder carefully, but she's still got a jar on her snout, so she's not saying much. She's just gonna point with the paw down the stalls.
Okay.
As we are still looking for the location of the black orchid honey.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the only way on is forward.
Yeah.
Okay. You pass by a couple stalls. There's a variety of different types of honey here. Everywhere you look, there's honey in jars all over the place. Tables stacked high with pyramids of honey, with arcs of honey. There's honey jars arranged in all manner of shapes. There's on the floor at one of these stalls. There is a giant honey bear. Like the jars of honey that are shaped like a bear.
Yeah.
There's one of those, but it's made out of honey jars, right? The jars have been stacked and arranged to look like a jar of honey in the shape of a bear, right?
Yeah.
You're walking along and you see on the second floor there's a section of the left wall that doesn't have any stalls on it. It looks like there's a hallway that goes back, and there seems to be 2 more of these large Goliath creatures that are standing there, and you see a sign above them that reads security.
Okay. Is there any like fucking pallet trolleys kicking about that have got like fucking things of honey on them?
There are some people pushing carts to and from stalls to deliver honey from what you would assume is a storeroom somewhere.
Can I try
But the
and find
vast
one of those carts that people are pushing?
Yeah, you can see one. It's on the other side from you, but you guys can make your way over there. It looks like there's a young lady who is offloading honey from a cart onto a table to replenish stock. She's got probably 10 jars on the cart, and she's moving them off one at a time.
So
Oh
I'd just
boy.
casually walk up as if I'm meant to be doing the stock, and then just kind of wait for it to fill the cart, and then just, like walk away with it. Really?
She's emptying the cart.
Oh well, then I just kind of walk up and go, yoink, and just like drag it away from her. Fuck it.
Okay, you're trying to take the cart.
Yeah, like
Okay, roll for criminal.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, wouldn't he need a distraction for that?
Yeah.
I probably
Which
should
is
have. I've already
yeah,
done it.
probably should have, because
So
you start rolling the cart away with now 9 jars of honey on it, and they start clinking around and making noise. And the young woman who turns around, who you now see is a young elf woman, she turns around and sees you pushing the cart, and she goes, "What are you doing, little one? You can't take all this honey. There's no way you could eat it."
And like, have you ever seen people do with the pallet trolleys that's like fucking using it as a skateboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Like,
Okay, so you try
yeah, I'll
and
try.
roll away,
I'll fucking try.
and she grabs the edge of the cart, and she's much bigger and much stronger than you. And she says,
oh no.
"Kid, listen, come on. I got a job to do here, okay? I was trying to be nice. You can't take all the honey, okay?"
Oh, Like, I'm about to just go carnage on her, like, to be honest. Like, I'm fucking about
Oh my
to
God.
tear her face off.
I'm gonna go pick him up by the scruff of the neck
yeah,
again.
like, that's my only option at the moment, man. Like, I'm about to fucking
Okay.
Somebody
Okay.
better.
So Ursula, you come over and you pick up the now rabid Harry, who is like struggling in your arms. And what are you doing?
I'm gonna hold him like a little baby, wave at the lady, and walk away.
So okay, so you pick Harry up, you basically smother him to your chest, and you kind of like rock him a little bit, but it's more like whiplash because you just
Like, sleep
Yeah.
a whole carry and then fucking.
yeah, sleeper
Go
hold
sleep,
carry
go
him.
sleep, go fucking sleep, you fucking little fucker.
Yeah. Yeah, and you wave at the lady, you go, "Rah," and you start walking away, and she goes, "Well, hold on."
I will stop and look at her.
Listen, looks like you got your hands full with the kid there. Don't tell my boss I did this, okay? And she gives you a jar of honey to
Aww.
give to Harry because obviously he's a little rabbit at the moment.
Aww. I will smile at her as a thank you, kind of, and amble on back towards the
Okay.
group.
Okay, so you bare your teeth at this woman who kind of stares at you in horror, and then you walk away.
Yep, but I think I smiled, so it's
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I'm still just trying not to pass out for the sleeper hold I'm in just now.
I will also shove the jar of honey in Harry's face.
Oh, it's fucking gone then.
Are you eating it? Okay.
Ah, it's fucking gone, yeah.
Okay.
If somebody puts a jar of honey in front of me, I'm fucking tearing it.
All right. So you've successfully diffused that situation. You still have no clue where the honey's being held. You're on the second floor of a convention center. You've seen the security office, you think. You've still got, excuse me, 2 floors above you.
Hmm.
Then clearly we need to find a way to get up there faster and be even less conspicuous.
Okay.
So I
Is there a magical floor changing box anywhere?
There is a well, you see what you assume is a magical floor changing box because at the end of the circular room, right? So it's a big circle, and you come in from one of 2 ends at the edge of the circle, and in the middle of the opposite end of the circle, there's a door. But the door seems to open at random intervals, and people just come out or go in. But then when the doors open again, it's different people that come in and out. And you don't know where the people that went in and out before came from or went. But it's pretty suspicious. And it seems pretty magical.
I was going to suggest
Sorcery.
I was going to suggest to the party that maybe we should because he remembers the chunky people from outside.
Mhm.
We're bears. Do we even know what security is?
Yeah, you know what security is.
Okay, so we'll say that I motioned to the party. Maybe we should go and see if there's something in security that'll let us get by a little easier.
Take a second to get out of the jar of honey that I'm devouring and go, last time we had anything to do with security, it went real bad. Like, probably should stay away from them.
But what if? Hear me out.
I'm not listening anymore, I'm back in my honey.
I smack the honey out.
Oh.
What if we found a way to get everyone out? Then we wouldn't have to worry about looking for people on the way in.
Hmm.
You just said
You might be
something.
onto something.
Humans are scared of fire. Maybe that would work.
I'm
Fire?
scared of
I'm
fire.
scared of fucking fire. Man, that shit's hot.
Fire sounds like a plan.
Alright.
I've seen lots of little buttons that are labeled fire in my days. Little square boxes. Oh,
Do they make fire?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Maybe,
Let's
just
try
maybe
it.
we
know,
should try and find one of those.
I just
So
know
we're-
that when there's fire, Someone always hits that box.
Actually, fire's not really that hard to come by because this entire convention center seems to be lit by torches.
Oh my god, yes, right, like,
Oh fuck yeah, it's D&D-esque, isn't it?
Yeah,
Fuck.
right.
we're
Neatest,
I said
neatest,
we're in the Feywilds.
Yeah.
neatest fucking torch. Like,
I've been
Scrap.
picturing. I've been picturing this like modern day.
like
this
modern
entire
day
time.
fucking convention center.
Bruh.
I've been picturing it somewhere between the two.
Bruh.
Right, so can we just like grab the nearest torch off the wall and then just like start fucking bolting around under the tables and setting shit on fire?
But that would burn the
Um,
honey.
Burn the honey.
That's
Yeah,
Do I
my
know,
plan.
I'm
That
do
was
I
my
know how
plan.
to juggle?
That was my plan. Like,
I don't know. Do you know how to juggle? Roll for bear.
roll for circus.
You know what? Since it's because of your background, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you know how to juggle.
Yeah.
Can I start juggling fire and try and draw a crowd?
Sure. Yeah, you grab 3 torches off the wall and you begin juggling them in the middle of the arena. And at first people are kind of, "Oh my god, what's go Oh, that's so cool. Hey, honey, come look at this. Look at it. This cosplayer's juggling fire." And you've got a small crowd around you. And the rest of you notice as Ursula's doing this that the guards over by the security, they've started taking interest. They're looking over and they're like, "Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I never seen nothing like that before. You want to go over and check it out?" "Oh, really shouldn't, about the day here." "Oh, who's gonna come in here anyway? The big boss is in the room back there. He'll be fine. Let's go see the juggling fire." All right. And you see the 2 guards walk towards the performance.
Let's go set the guy on
Yes.
fire.
Hmm.
That's what we're doing, right? Setting the guy on fire.
I mean,
No, I'm
No?
distracting security so you guys can go check shit out.
I thought we were going to set the place on fire so we can get everyone out and we can get the honey.
No.
Grin, you would know that people have a tendency to respond to things like fire. There's normally big groups of people that come with big, scary looking machinery and tools to take care of stuff like that.
Okay, so just a little fire.
In the
Is somebody
meanwhile,
gonna go check the security office?
that's what I, was
that's what I was
going to
walking
say.
towards. Like,
She
I was
understands
walking
what
towards there
Ursula
with
they're
a torch.
doing.
Like,
So she's going to go, "You're doing great, Ursa. Keep it up." And she's going to go sneak to the security office.
Okay.
And
find Harry there with a torch. Like,
try to get in.
God.
And she,
garden, like, fire? Yeah, fire, okay.
no fire. Not yet.
No fire.
Okay.
Okay.
Hun, what are you doing? Are you
I
are you
am-
guard? No, not you.
Oh, god damn it!
Other Hun.
Yes! Why?
Hun, what are you doing?
I'm going to go towards the security area.
Okay, so you're going with the other 3. So
Yeah.
Ursula, you are now alone in the middle of a group of people juggling fire, and kind of like you've been talking to these guys, so every once in a while you're like, and the people seem to really like that. You hear people in the crowd go, "Oh wow, this guy's really good. He
So
can do bear
committed.
impressions and everything."
So committed.
Hmm.
Such dedication, man. Like, it's fucking 10 out of 10.
And you also have taken a point in bear, Ursula, for juggling, for creating a distraction. Okay, the other 3 of you are moving towards the security office. What are you doing? The 2
Confused.
guards have gone now, and you can see that there's
Confused, still holding a torch, going, fire, no fire, what? Like,
Just hold on to that torch.
oh,
Yeah, so you-
fire later. Okay, cool.
you see that there's a narrow hallway, and it ends on the left side in a heavy steel door.
Well, guess this is where I come in. I'm going to slam the fuck out of that steel door to break it open.
Okay, roll
I
for
have
bear.
muscle. I need to find my tab. There it is.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a job for Grin.
Okay.
From what I understand,
You-
sun bears are one of the smallest bears out there.
Oh no, sun bears are pretty big. I mean, I think they're about the same size as black bears. They're not as big as grizzlies, but I could be wrong. Okay, so Hun, you slam your hefty, meaty paws into the door, and you hear this nice resounding boom, but the door doesn't move. Inside, you hear a voice. Hey, what the fuck you doing out there? I told you not to bother me here. It's my private time. You do
Hello?
recall the two guards saying that there was the big boss inside the room.
I'm not a smart bear. I'm just muscle.
Mhm.
Fire now.
So you've knocked on the door. You've heard the guard inside. What do you do now?
Does he open the door?
I go. I've got this. Don't worry. I've got this. I remember, guards have got secret codes and passwords. That's what they always do. They're guards.
Okay.
So I go up to the steel door and I go.
Okay. From inside, you hear the guard go audibly,
What the?
"Ugh." And you hear what sounds like metal scraping upon metal. And you hear big, heavy footsteps. And then, and he opens the door. You're now standing face to face with, you're probably an 8-foot bear. You're standing face to face with a 9-foot Goliath, and he's just looking down at you like, who the fuck are you?
Well, there's only one thing
What?
to do, and that's jump.
Fire?
You know what? Yeah, fire.
Right, I'll throw the fucking torch in the room then.
Okay, mauling people with fire. That's, mauling people is bear, fire is criminal. Roll for bear.
Yeah.
You chuck this torch, and it's like a scene from High School of the Dead, where it like just whip, just passes Hun and hits this guy square in the chest, and his clothes, which are mostly leathers and furs, immediately catch on fire, and he goes, "Ah! Ah, what are you doing? Ah!" And he's like patting himself off. He drops to the floor. He's rolling around. He gets up. He runs out into the center of the convention center. And Ursula, you see coming from the security office, the people are mostly focused on your performance. He's running around the side of the wall towards the ramp going down. This just 9-foot Goliath goes, "Ah! Ah!" engulfed in flames. People start turning to look in that direction. Do you do anything to distract them?
I will balance on one foot and continue juggling.
Okay, so people are like, "Oh yeah, this is cool," and then they start hearing, "Ah! Ah!" and they start turning their heads. But then the bear stands on one foot and is juggling. You've got like you're like leaning forward, and your foot is like out back behind you while you're juggling. Oh, that's awesome! Oh, that's so cool! Okay, so you've successfully created another distraction. Grin, Hun, and Harry, what are you guys doing? Hun, you have finally seen Harry do something that worked.
I shrug at hand and just go like
Good
quick search,
job.
like quick search. I don't know, like fuck.
Okay. You guys are now standing in front.
Well, what you would normally do in this situation is go to the guy, "Where's the honey? Where's the honey?" Unfortunately, we're bears.
I was going to say, I like turn around and look at the guy running through the centre of the convention hall, going, I don't think that's an option anymore.
So, you guys enter this room, and Grin, you are struck by just dials and buttons and flashing lights and big lit up screens, and it's beautiful. And you've never seen anything like it, but you don't know what the fuck this does.
Latom.
Yeah,
Latom.
this is
Fucking
all fucking
Latom.
Greek to me. Gonna stare in rapt fascination at all the fucking screens and buttons and things, and then I guess I'm gonna start pushing them.
Yes!
Okay, roll for criminal.
Harry, like a kid off his ADHD medicine, is just going to start following suit and start pressing as many buttons as he can.
Okay, yeah, you start just smashing buttons with your paws, just and suddenly on one of the screens it pops up an image of what looks like a giant safe. I mean, this thing is huge. It's probably 15 feet tall and 20 feet wide. It's got a huge metal like wheel on it that you like turn to open a safe vault. And there's cameras on either side of it. And there's a note underneath the image that says Black Orchid Vault.
There it is.
Huh? Oh, right.
Thank God we're bears that can read, right?
Yes, you can
Yes.
read.
At least she is.
You're
I'm
gonna
just taking
jab a
her
paw at
one
the screen.
for
It's
it
like,
right now.
it's there. We need to go there, wherever there is.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
where is there? Like
How do you
Yeah.
get through a small
So-
door?
Yeah, so there's two things that you notice after you actually like look at the screen. On the top right corner, you see BF1, and in the bottom area, like right near the bottom edge of the screen, you see what look like these green lines. And you're not quite sure what they are, but there's probably 4 or 5 of these green lines, and they seem to be like moving across the floor, right?
Hmm.
Like they kind of shimmer for a bit. Sorry, I should clarify. The lights themselves aren't moving, but the light is catching them, so you can only see certain spots of them at certain times.
Okay.
And you get the impression that this vault is probably somewhere in the basement.
Harry, they did the thing with the bees. They hid it underground.
Harry,
wait,
you
I'm familiar with this. This is where I
Yes.
normally find beehives. It's like
Harry,
through
you
little
are-
fucking tunnels.
you are extremely familiar with underground bees because you go scavenging in their underground nests all the time.
Yeah.
This
So
makes
she's
perfect
going to
sense to you.
defer to Harry to this. He needs to find the underground place. We have to go back down.
Well, in my experience, it's normally down. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
So
Okay.
we know where to go.
Kind of. Yeah. Well, let's do it. Yeah.
Sort of.
so what if the magic
And she's gonna wonder what the green lines are. But it's some sort of human sorcery.
Witchcraft. Ah. We should probably go and pick our panda up at some
Yes.
point. Yeah, so I guess we like leave that room, and we've got a destination in mind. We need to go down and try to find a way under the convention hall.
So as they're doing that, Ursula, you're gathering a larger and larger crowd. Are you stopping your performance or are you keeping it going?
I will keep going until I see the rest of the group come out of the security office, so the other 2 guards don't go back and catch them.
Okay, cool. Are you guys leaving the room now then?
Yes.
Unless there's
yeah,
anything else
okay.
of note.
I
Which
mean,
don't think
after
there
we
is.
fucking figure that out, I would probably leave the room. Like,
But yeah, one track
unless
mind.
Brains has got anything else. Like,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm straight up one track mind. Like,
Okay. So you guys are leaving the room. I will say, Avisa, just for brevity's sake, there is a map on the wall, and you can see that there are several different ways to get to the basement. You can take the stairs down, you can take the elevator, you can go out of the convention center and go around the back.
Oh,
There are a couple different ways you can get to the vault.
could you take that map with her?
Yeah, you can take the map with you.
Just sort of
You-
carry it around in my
yeah.
mouth.
You now have a map of the convention center.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys leave the room. Ursula, you see them leave, and you're finishing up your performance when suddenly you hear from behind you, excuse me, a voice. Hey, that's some pretty good stuff there. How you doing? My name's Cliff. I'm the proprietor, if you will, of this here establishment. I really like what you got there. That's a nice costume and some nice skills. Would you be interested in doing one of those performances for the big finale, you turn around and it's this short, fat guy. He's wearing a black top hat. He's wearing a black vest, black coat. He's got a cigar in his mouth, and you get the impression that this guy, like in Bear Society, the most important bears always look the nicest. That this guy's probably pretty important.
Am I having PTSD flashbacks from my circus days upon seeing him?
He's walked off all gentlemanly, but all you see is a fucking still and a whip in his hand. Ah!
I will say that as a panda, you were probably pretty well taken care of in the circus, but the circus probably got closed down. But yes, this guy definitely looks like a ringleader. And what you know of ringleaders is they're easily exploited because you can get food out of them, and they're pretty clueless, right? All you got to do is show them the big panda bear eyes, and they'll give you whatever you want, in your experience.
I will nod enthusiastically then.
Wow, that's great! You know, it's been a while since I've seen anybody with those kind of skills. I'm glad you came to the convention. Hey, is there anything we can get for you? You know, what other kind of stuff can you do? Can you sing? Can you dance?
I will start doing my little dance and flinging my little skirt around.
Wow, isn't that just adorable? Oh, that's great. Yeah, so
please, sir, can I have some more bamboo, sir?
Yeah, so the other three of you come upon Ursula at this point, and you see her talking to this short, fat man smoking a cigar, and she's dancing, and he's laughing and having a good time, and you guys roll up, and he just stops and he goes, "Oh my goodness, there's Maria! Well, isn't that just the damnedest thing? Oh my God, I gotta get all of you. Listen. Would you all perform for us for the grand finale of the HoneyCon?"
We'll look back and forth between the rest of them inquiringly, like, is this what we're doing now?
I disagree. And I just stand there grumbling to everyone, saying, this has gone on long enough. Who even is this guy? And I'm just gonna pick him up and put him in a bear hug and throw him away.
Okay. So, roll for bear. Oh, I should probably get back on the thing. Okay, so you pick him up, you put him in a bear hug, and it is a gentle, soft, warm embrace, but it's strong. And he is tickled pink. He's like, "This is incredible! You guys are amazing! Listen, I gotta have you. And you try and throw him, but you just kind of drop him to the ground, right? And what he hears is, he's like, listen, I get it. I'll pay you in whatever you want. You want honey? I got it. What? I just gotta have you. What do you want?
I don't know, but he sure wants you, hun. Like...
Yeah, he is super impressed because he thinks you guys are just like really, really in character cosplayers and just happen to have this special juggling talent.
So I'm just gonna slowly move my head towards him, down to his level, and I'm just gonna bare my teeth and go.
You're hungry. I get it. Hey, Jefferson! Jefferson, get over here! And you see the young elf girl that you had seen before, who's pushing a cart. She's again pushing a cart, now fully laden with honey. He's like, "Get these fine people something to eat, would you? Just what you got it here? Give it. Here you go. Whatever you want, it's yours. Just be on the main stage at 5 o'clock sharp. That's when everything's going. We'll have the whole crowd there. Everyone in the convention center will be there."
Sharp
And
stage,
he got
5 o'clock map.
Yep.
Got it.
And so he just pushes like 10 jars of honey into your hands, Hun, and just walks off going, "This is gonna be the greatest show ever!"
I sit there and I face palm and go, "Does anyone want some honey?"
I'm just kind of looking back at
So-
Ursula and going, "Is he a friend of yours?" Like,
I can't see the spreadsheet at my end. It's only showing a weird thing saying 11.
Oh,
There
here.
we go.
Sorry. Go ahead, Hun. Ursula.
Haha, even you're doing it now.
I did it.
I am gonna tell Han that I don't know who he is, but he just gave us a lot of honey, and I know that people like him love to give out food for good performances.
wait, they give out food? They give this stuff out for free?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
Wait,
give
this could
fucking-
work to our advantage.
I give Harry a huge slap in the face. Like, no! No! We're here for only the one honey. The one and
You are,
only
bitch.
honey.
I'm fucking
Don't
easy.
get
I'll
distracted.
work for food. Like, fuck.
So, Hun, you also notice one thing about the jars he gave you. 2 of those jars smell really spicy. You remember smelling this a little while back. There's
Oh my
some gunpowder honey in here.
Oh my god.
There are 2 jars of this gunpowder honey. And Grin, the thing you took away from this that could be useful to the situation is, you know that at 5 o'clock, everyone's going to be at the main stage. Could be the perfect time to sneak into the vault.
That's what I'm saying. Could work this to our advantage.
So we're not
Everyone-
just,
Powder honey goes
Okay.
boom.
Listen,
so we're not just taking food off him. We're going to use it to get more food. Question mark.
so that other human said that the spicy honey can blow up like fire and boom. So
Like thunder.
on the screen, that big door where the honey is, it looked like one of those doors like the one we couldn't open with the guard that was behind it. Which means we're going to need to blow it up.
Blow it up. Blow it up.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you've got to destroy the entrance to get to the honey. That's how it works.
Hun, you are no explosive expert, but you have worked with other teams in the past who have used explosives. They can be quite effective in the right hands.
However, they can also be equally ineffective.
They can, yes, they
So,
can definitely be deadly.
I turn to the party and go, "Do you know why Yogi retired?"
Mm.
Because he bit off a little more than he could chew. He saw these explosives, these big booms, and they big boomed alright. Took his legs with him.
Oh my god, Yogi, you ain't got no legs.
Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, but I have to do this. Hey boo boo, what's the matter with you?
Boo-boo. I don't think I can go on anymore.
I hear what you're
Move
saying.
You have to go home without me.
I'm no longer
But-
smarter than the average bear.
But Yogi, you don't have any legs!
I ain't got no legs to stand on.
Oh my god.
Right.
Alright, so
Best
armed
fucking
with some
APR heist ever. Yogi is a fucking revolutionary.
dangerous weapons and some dangerous knowledge, where do you guys head to next?
That's what
Down.
I'm saying. What's dangerous? I hear what you're saying, but do you have a better idea?
I don't have any ideas. I just know it's down, and that's the way I'm
I mean,
looking for.
he takes a minute to just think about it. It's like, I do hate the humans.
Me too.
You're just so happy about it. Me too.
So we're gonna blow this shit up.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I'm in.
Ursula, were you trying to say something?
No, I'm eating cookies.
Oh, okay.
She's enjoying her fucking bamboo sticks and honey. Like,
So we're gonna, well, we need to know we need to go downward. I guess we need to actually ascertain the location of the vault and...
But we know where it is. It's in the basement. But we just
Yeah.
need to find where the basement is, and we assume that the magical changing people door might be the way to do it.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to the magic door.
I guess so.
Which I will attempt to button push on.
Okay. So you guys head to the end of the hall, or the end of the floor here, and you see the magical door changing person thing. It looks like a door, but it's split down the middle. You're not quite sure how it works or what it does, but you do see a little pad on the side. It's got two buttons. One that looks like it has an arrow pointing up, and one that looks like it has an arrow pointing down.
I will try and push the down button then.
Okay, roll for hacker.
Is that just a d6?
It's advantage, so take the lower of the two. Okay.
Cool.
So you manage to push the button that goes down. Nothing happens.
Push it harder.
I will try pushing it harder then.
Okay, you push it harder. Nothing happens.
Hang on. I've got this. And I'm just
Oh,
gonna
no.
slam it really hard.
Okay, roll for bear. Okay, you slam your fist into it. Nothing happens.
I fucking headbutt it.
Okay, you headbutt it. Nothing happens. Harry, you're a little dizzy now. You're kind of wheeling around. You just headbutted this metal box, and you're wheeling around. And you're like, "What the hell is going on here?" And you guys are standing there dumbfounded. You have no idea what's going on. And suddenly, ding! The doors open. Because the elevator wasn't on this floor. It took a little bit to get here. But of course, you just had to push the buttons.
This,
Okay.
It's not
this
like we know
damn
how they
human,
work.
this damn
Huh?
human, this
It's
damn
not-
human wizardry, bamboozling.
What's that, Grid?
It's not like we know how they work.
Yeah, that's
She
why I
was
said
just
that.
about to start prying the doors open.
Yeah, that's. If you guys had done that earlier, I would have let you so that you could see the elevator like coming up. But
That's
it's okay.
literally was a...
Yeah. So the two doors open and you find a small box. There's a box behind the doors.
Humans really do like boxes.
They do.
Maybe this one's got honey inside it. Open it, quick.
What does the box look like?
It looks like a box.
It looks like a box. It's a giant
Yeah.
box. Same size as
And
the
the question is we all going to fit in the box?
Don't know.
Can I open the box?
Who's going in first?
I'll go in
Okay.
and look at
You go
the
in.
inside.
You go in. It's pretty cozy in there. Yeah, you can fit in there pretty easily. You're small. I've found out that sun bears are the smallest of all bears.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'll follow in behind.
Okay. Hun, you get in there and it's a little tight, but you can kind of squish up against the wall. Grin,
no.
you're kind of smashed against the right side, and Hun's kind of smashed up against the left side and the back.
I'm just sitting back watching this going, I'm not fitting in there.
Okay.
I will pick up Harry and try to squeeze on the elevator.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Ursula, you pick up Harry and you try and squeeze in the elevator, and it is tight. Your butt is sticking out of this elevator door, and you are trying to like suck it in and squeeze, and suddenly you hear a ding, and these doors start closing, and they start closing on your butt, and you feel the doors pressing against your butt. What are you doing?
I will shove my way farther in and jam everybody into the farthest corner I can.
Okay,
Deep
so
deep breath.
so Ursula just snow plows her way into this thing. She's sucking in her gut. Hun, you are crushed up against the left side of this wall. Grin, you are crushed up against the right side of this wall, and this big, heavy panda is stuck in the middle of this thing. You guys are like sardines in a can. And Ursula manages to stand up a little straighter just at the right moment, and the doors pass right behind her tail, just narrowly avoiding getting caught in it. It is tight and it is cramped.
So
And
now
nothing
what
happens.
happens?
Nothing happens.
I'm just sitting on top of them all, like sitting on their heads, squashed up against the light at the top, going, "Ow!"
Harry, from the top of their heads, crushed between Ursula's head and the ceiling, you see that on the inside of this this box, there is another metal box that looks like the one on the outside that you headbutted.
I'm gonna headbutt it.
Okay, you try and squeeze your way out. Roll for bear. Okay, you manage to squeeze and claw your way out. Ursula, he is just digging into your skin and fur, trying to claw his way to this box. He manages to like cat his way down your back, just kind of digging into your back there to get to this box.
All right, I'm at the box. Like,
What's up,
What?
Ursula?
I was gonna say there's not really much I can do since I can't exactly move.
Yeah.
We're all kind
Okay,
of
so
squashed.
Harry, what button are you gonna push? There's a whole row of buttons, and it says T321 B1 B2.
let's not be coy. We all know what Harry's gonna push.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay. Harry, you run your hands down the entire. I don't even need to make your roll because you're not trying to do anything specific. You hit
Yeah.
all the buttons.
Yeah.
So, because Ursula successfully pushed the down button, instead of going to the fourth floor first, you feel yourself the elevator shudders. You guys have an immense amount of weight in here. The entire elevator shudders, and it is terrifying. But it slowly begins moving down. You guys are on the second floor now, and after about 15 seconds, you hear a ding, and the doors open again. But this is the floor you were already on. This isn't where you want to be. What do you guys do now?
A fart.
Okay.
Oh
Far-
God!
Rip a big juicy honey fart right in that elevator, man.
Oh my god.
Like,
So you are
watery,
now
watery, man. You can fucking hear that thing hit third gear. You know, like fucking hell.
the doors close again and you are now trapped in an elevator with Harry's honey farts.
I hate this. I hate this so
The
much.
elevator shudders again and begins going down. And about 15 seconds later, you hear a ding, and the doors open again. This time on a floor you don't recognize. You've never seen this floor before.
Oh God! Let me out! Let me out!
Okay, so Grin, you're trying to get out.
I mean, honey farts. Jesus Christ!
Okay,
Oh, I don't remember which floor it was now. It was
of course you don't.
again one
The door-
track mind.
You
The
don't even
door
know what
dings
floors
again.
are. You just know
Yeah,
the
the door
buttons.
dings again, and the doors begin to close.
I mean, I can't get out unless Ursula moves. So
I
And
don't know
about-
what the problem is. It fucking smells lovely.
Oh my god. And about 15 seconds later, the elevator shudders again and begins descending. You guys reach the bottom floor. The door dings and opens again.
I'll pop out.
Okay, Harry, you're getting out.
I will try and back my way out.
Okay, Ursula, you
Beep.
it's less backing and more falling. So you kind of back fall onto the floor,
I get crushed by Ursula,
probably.
and then probably get Grin and Hun like just fucking pile on.
Pretty much.
It's like
Getting
the
out
only
of
way I
there
can
as
imagine
fast as
Bear's trying to get out of
possible.
a fucking elevator. That's fucking honey badgers like stank up.
And I'll just
Okay.
exhale as the doors open, letting all the fucking smell go out, and I can actually breathe now. It's like,
Okay, Hun, you exhale and push the fart out of the elevator. It wafts over Ursula and Harry for a bit and then dissipates into the room. Are you
Harry?
staying in the elevator? Or are you getting out?
we're not on the basement floor yet, are we?
You have no idea where you are.
No, I mean I jumped out like fuck.
But Harry and Ursula are out of the elevator.
The number on the screen was, you said BL1 or something?
BF1.
I can't remember.
BF1.
BF1.
Metagaming, you guys are currently on BF2.
Ah.
I mean I don't fucking know that.
So,
The only one who
would
really
there be anything around to indicate a matching
Not-
number that...
Not unless you got out of the elevator.
Okay, well, either way, she's getting the fuck out of that elevator because she doesn't want to
Okay.
get squashed again.
Okay, Grin, you exit the elevator, trying to step gingerly over Ursa, who is still lying on the floor, crushing Harry, looking at the ceiling, glad to be out of the fart elevator.
It's like, Harry, whatever you ate, that was not nice.
I think I get some of that gunpowder honey off the kids.
Hun, are you staying in the elevator or are you
Ah,
leaving
sorry,
the elevator?
sorry. I will give a hearty shrug and just fuck off, Hillary.
What? I was curious, so I just
I
went
don't
and
know
did
how
the
that lift.
math.
If this was modern day, that lift would be going beep 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 beep.
Yep.
This is model day that lift is just gone ping.
I will get out of the lift with the rest of everyone else.
Okay. You step out of the elevator, the doors close. You hear a whirring sound, and it sounds like the box has begun its ascent up to the second floor or the third floor where Harry had pushed the button. You guys all stand up. You look around. You're in a mostly dim hallway. There's light spread out along the ceiling. Looks like little magical stones that are providing light down here. And you take a look around, and Grin, you notice on the wall to your right there is a painted sign that says BF2.
This is not the right one, but it's close, I think.
You do have a magical piece of location paper.
So, which is probably like either crushed or shredded by now in the elevator squash, but you're going to take that and take another hard look at it.
Okay. So you can
And-
see from where you are, you kind of think that you know where you are because the box is right here, and there's only one hallway leading from the box. And you can see, looking up and looking down at the map, that what you see on the piece of paper kind of matches what you see in real life. There is a T intersection ahead of you. One way goes left, one way goes right. And you can see that if you go left, it'll take you to what's called the arm or re, right? And if you go to the right, there is stairs that eventually lead up to BF1, and there's also an exit to the outside.
And she's just gonna, aside from that, no more boxes. Definitely no more boxes. She's just straight up going down that hall.
Okay.
Never again. Especially not with Harry.
Okay.
And she's gonna be like,
you're gonna fucking take base with a honey badger, man. Like, I don't know. If it wasn't me, it was gonna be one of the fucking bears. Like, Jesus.
I'm just gonna go, I think it's this way.
Okay, so you're going to the left or to the right?
Vaguely curious about what an armor is.
Sorry, and I pronounced it wrong. It's an arm or Y.
Armor Y.
Yep.
Either way.
Like,
Yeah, so you want to go check out what the arm or
fucking see what way that seems the right way to go.
Yeah,
she
so you
knows
want
the
to
stairs are going to go up. She knows what that does, but she doesn't know what the other one is, and she's curious.
go. Okay, so you want to go to the left and see what's in the armor. Why?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to tell the party that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll follow them.
I guess I'll follow as well to keep an eye on everyone.
There might be
Yep.
something useful, like some more honey that goes boom.
Okay. So you take the hallway down to the left. It's a little bit of a jaunt. It's probably 100 feet down the hall. And when you get there, on the right, there is a big door. And on the door, it says arm or Y.
And she's going to look at that, and she's like, still don't get it, but let's go look.
Okay. You try to open the door, and it doesn't budge. It appears to be locked.
Well, third time's the charm, people. Leave it to me. Sorry.
Okay.
So rubs his
Cast.
wrists, just like, oh, here we go.
Roll for bear. Cass, you rear back. You have been stopped 3 times now by doors. This door is your mortal enemy. You rear back on your hind foot. You plow your paw into this door, and the door just explodes inward, just shatters. Little bits of wood and metal go flying everywhere. And the way is open to you. And you feel pretty good. You feel real good. That's the way doors are supposed to work.
Finally
Great
get-
job, hun.
finally
I
get-
can't
Like-
imagine why the humans ever got tired of you. You're awesome.
I like your style, hun.
Well, you know, there's a lot of things stressing me out today.
Well, you take
Well,
that
you
stress
definitely-
out on those doors.
Yeah, you definitely worked out some rage on that door. So the door is now open. You guys enter into the arm or Y, and you don't see any arms anywhere, which is really
Or
weird.
Ys.
Because, or Ys. You see a lot of sticks. There are some sticks. There's what looks to be a couple of balls. Really tiny balls.
Ooh.
Oh no! Get the fucking circus bear away from the shiny balls.
Yeah, and you know what, Ursa? Looking at these balls, they definitely look like something you could juggle. They're about the size of hacky sacks. They got a little knob on the end of them, but that's not really a huge deal. You can try and pick them up and juggle them if you want.
Oh no.
I am going to take them with me for the performance on the main stage later.
Okay, so you get 3 magical balls. There are some sticks, and you see what looks like maybe it's like a metal stick. It looks kind of like a stick, but it's made of metal.
I mean, Harry starts chewing on it. Being Harry.
Okay. Yeah, Harry, you start chewing on it, and it's tough. Like, you bite down onto it, and you think you've shattered one of your teeth. And you check, and they're okay, but this is a hard stuff. This is not chewing material.
This is a good fucking stick. Like,
Yeah, it's a good stick. It's a real good stick. And then you do see the other sticks I mentioned. They are actually made of wood, though. If you want to try chewing on those.
I'll chew on them.
Okay. Looks like there's 3 sticks there. They're probably 1.5 feet long. They were just made of wood. You pick one up and you start chewing on it, and you bite down into it, and suddenly you're just shocked. And electricity flows through you.
Spicy stick.
It is definitely
I
a
look
spicy
at
stick.
The Mohican you've got now, little
Yeah.
fingers on the top of your hair, and it's like, amateur.
Okay, Han, what are you doing?
I don't know, to be honest. I think I'm just going to observe.
Okay, so you've watched Ursula pick up 3 of these magical balls. You have no idea what they do, but she seems very infatuated with them. Harry so far has tried to bite a metal stick, which was very strong and did not like. And he bit down on another stick, and it shocked him. You're probably not so much interested in the electric stick, but you might be interested in the metal stick. I mean, it's pretty strong like you are.
I pick up the metal stick and I try to see if I can bend it.
Okay, so you try and bend it. I'm not going to make you roll for bear because I'm not going to let you bend it anyway. But you try and bend it, and you put all your strength in it. You can't bend it. It's a very strong stick.
Mm.
Can I
So-
try and work out the spicy element of this spicy stick?
Can you what?
Can I try and work out what's the spicy element of this spicy stick?
The spicy stick is lightning. Yeah, you bit into the spicy stick and it shocked you with lightning.
Yeah, can I work out how to do it on command rather than just like randomly shocking myself with it?
Yeah, I mean, what do you do with it?
I don't know, like I find the bit that shocked me and like
Mhm.
poke myself with it again and go, yep, that definitely fucking hurt, yeah, and then like
Okay.
poke
Yeah,
fucking Han
so-
in the ass with it, like
Yeah, so you try poking Hun in the ass with it, doesn't do anything. But you try grabbing onto Hun, and then you bite the stick again, and now both you and Hun are shocked. It seems like the electricity passes through you into Hun, and Hun, you get a nice little zap from Harry's
See,
like.
we're Mohican
spicy stick.
brothers now.
Yes, you're both
Yeah.
Mohawk brothers.
uh, uh this seems like it'll come in handy. I'm just gonna like keep a hold of this fucking stick that's like half chewed apart now.
Okay.
Because I don't know how the other ones work. Like they all seem different to me.
Do you want to try biting the other ones?
Nah.
Okay.
I found my special spicy stick. That's fine.
I'll just take the big stick and be happy with that.
Okay. Han, you have a crowbar. Ursula, you have 3 grenades. And Harry, you have a spicy stick. It's originally a wand of lightning, but you can't really use it as a wand, so it's really a spicy stick. But
I fucking
if you
love
touch
this stick.
something and chew on the stick, you could probably shock it.
Oh my god.
I'm
just
curious
imagining
about the other ones.
I'm just fucking Mission Impossible in the fucking roof and just dropping
Yeah.
on somebody and chewing on this stick and watching them
Yeah.
fucking fry alive. Like,
There are 2 other sticks there that one of you could try and mess with if you'd like.
I'm happy with
Guess
my
I'll
spicy stick.
grab one of them and try and poke with it, or I don't know.
Okay. You grab one of the sticks. You grab the left one. Harry grabbed the center one. You grab the left one and you try poking something, and it does nothing.
Hmm.
You need to chew
Yeah,
on
look at this. Really? Okay, she'll bite it.
Okay. You bite down on it, and you hear this, and suddenly all around you there's just smoke. Like you're disoriented. You
Ooh.
can't breathe, and it's just spewing smoke out. And after about 3 seconds, it stops, and the smoke begins to settle.
it. God, we get it, you vape.
Yeah, exactly. You found a vape pen. It's actually a wand of smokescreen, but yes, it's basically a bear vape pen.
I mean, I can see that maybe being useful. A little alarming, but useful.
Okay.
Yeah, useful. Crunch. Zap. Yeah, so shit, zap. Fuck, yeah.
If you want to disappear, it's like smoke without the fire.
Crunch. Zap.
Mm. Okay. What about the third one?
The one on the right is the only one
I
left on
guess
the
she'll
wall.
bite the other one.
Okay.
It's the only thing that seemed to activate them.
Okay. You bite into the other one, and nothing seems to happen. But you would close your eyes when you bit into it, and you open your eyes, and you can't see anything. What the rest of you see is there is now a sphere of just black. Grin has vanished entirely into this shadow.
Ah! Ah!
The sun bear
Guys, I
became
can't
a
see.
the sun bear became an eclipse bear.
Yeah.
Oh God. I
I'm
can't
sorry.
see.
Did that pun ruin your night when we started it with like unbearable and shit like that? Like fuck.
Yeah. What you have found is a wand of darkness.
This is fucking
Okay.
great. Why would you give bears these fucking
Grit-
items? Like-
Grin, you are trapped in this shadow world. You can't see anything. You paw at the air. You can't even see the paws in front of your face.
Okay, she's going to start flailing.
Okay. You start flailing around. You end up tripping over your own feet and fall backwards, crushing Harry, who both you and him get zapped by the spicy stick.
Yeah, I chew on the stick as soon as I get
But-
crushed and zap both
but-
of us. So.
As you fall, you land backwards, and suddenly you can see again. And you tilt your head up, and the entire lower half of your body is gone, swallowed by this darkness. You can't see it at all, and for a second, you think you've been cut in half.
Oh God!
But then you start kicking your legs, and you can still feel them. You can feel them hitting the ground. You can hear them hitting the ground. They must be there, right?
Wait.
You pull yourself out of this little ring of darkness, and the darkness ring stays. And then about 3 minutes later, it just kind of dissipates.
I like the
Okay.
idea of us all just standing there for 3 minutes looking at a black
Yeah.
watch it, just like.
She is going to
whoa.
proceed to entertain herself by sticking her head into it and out of it, into it and out of it, into
Yeah,
it and out of it.
And you guys watch as Grin just kind of pokes her head into the darkness and it vanishes. It's gone. She's decapitated. And then she pulls it back out and there she is again. She puts her hand in and it's gone. It's been cut off. Pulls it back out and there it is again. It's like magic.
Human magic.
Wizardry, and then I chew on the stick and touch fucking Hun again.
Great for the show on the main stage later. We should take it with us.
Oh my god.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, definitely.
And
What are
I'm
those
just,
shiny balls you've got? Are they just like metal stones? I don't know. Like fuck.
Han's gonna stop for a second. He's like, guys, the honey, not the stage, the honey. That's why we're here.
But stage show.
Right. I keep getting those mixed up. Like,
Did we even bring the cart with us? Did that somehow fit in the elevator too, or are we
No,
just
it did
carrying
not.
all that
Yeah,
shit around?
Oh, you guys actually. I assumed that Ursula had pushed the cart with you guys.
Oh, okay.
If you didn't want to bring it with you, that's fine. But since you had all the honey on the cart, I assumed that Ursula was pushing it with her.
That's what I thought. I forgot if we had or not.
Yeah, that's why it was so hard for her to get into the elevator.
Okay. Either way, okay, we've got.
cart in one hand, Harry in the other. Like Harry, get fucking up there and just launches them into the corner and fucking shoves everyone into the corners with the cart. Like God, fucking damn it! So help me God, I will fucking get this cart in this elevator right now.
Yeah, and to clarify, Ursula, you're not quite sure what these are, but they are nice clicky clacky balls. They make
I
a nice
love them.
clicky clack. They make a nice clicky
Whoa.
clack when you bang them together.
Oh,
They'll be
shiny
great
rock, go
for
clicky
juggling.
clack.
Oh,
Please use the panda brain. I can't help but think of Ursula just going, oh, piece of candy. Oh, piece of candy. Oh, shiny ball.
So,
All right.
so I look around and see if there's any more of those weird signs.
There are no more weird signs. You exit out the arm or Y, and the only path left to you is the one that leads straight to the stairs or the one that goes back to the box.
to the stairs we go with our
Okay.
spicy stick and smoky stick and
Black
Yeah.
stick.
black stick and.
Harry's just sitting there like fucking all his hair standing on edge now because he's just shocked he saw that many times with it.
Yeah, I'm assuming Grin's kind of on him now too because she fell on him.
Yeah.
And so
That's
up the
okay.
floor they go with all
Yeah,
their
so you,
loot.
yeah, so you guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Avisa.
No, I was just saying we're heading up with all the loot.
Yeah, so you guys head towards the stairs. You make your way up the stairs. It's a short climb. It's a little bit tight for you, Hun, because you're so big. But you can manage to squeeze your way up. You find yourself on the next floor. It looks surprisingly similar to the floor you were just on. You exit, and there's a long hallway. This one forks off a couple of different ways. You've got one hallway up and to the left, which you assume is where the box would be, because that's where it was on the other floor. You've got one that turns to the right about 15 feet in front of you. And as you stare down the hall, you can see another hallway that goes off to the right about 50 feet ahead of you.
Like I'll go and check it out and I'll quickly run down, like having a look, try to be stealthy.
Okay. Roll for criminal.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Bo, you are not stealthy at all. You are clickety-clacketing your claws on this stone floor, sprinting like a madman down the hall.
Zap.
You-
Zap. Zap.
zap, zap, the whole way. You pass the first hallway, and it looks like it continues down for a ways and then turns off to the right again. And you go down to the hallway at the other end, and it looks like it stops and that there's a room on the left side.
Can I listen at the door?
Sure. You don't hear anything.
I'll open the door.
Okay.
get
You
on
open the
floor.
door. Yeah, everybody do the dinosaur. You open the door, and immediately something falls on you.
I bite the stick.
You bite the spicy stick.
Yeah.
Okay. You bite the spicy stick, and electricity courses through you and the thing that fell on you, and you completely obliterate this mop.
Sweet.
You have found yourself in a storeroom, and there are buckets and mops and brooms and what looks to be different kinds of detergent and soap and stuff like that.
Is there a mop and a bucket thing here with like wheels on it?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna fucking gondola my way back to the fucking party, like
Okay.
using the mop
So-
as like the fucking row and like on this bucket with the wheels and like fucking roll my way back.
Okay, so yeah, you guys see Harry come back around the corner after hearing a slam and a and Harry is pushing himself along in what looks like a big yellow bucket, and he's pushing himself with a funny looking stick, and he is just rowing his way like he was in a boat down the hallway towards you.
Well, this fucking thing attacked me, so I've vanquished it and now it's mine. I've tamed it.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but it was fucking. It jumped out of nowhere at me.
She's learning it's best not to question the honey badger. So she's just gonna nod and keep going
Okay. Which way are you going?
towards the stairs, or did we take the stairs already?
You're at the stairs right now. You know that 50 feet up and to the right is a broom closet, and there's another hallway that goes off to the right about 15 feet ahead of you.
I'd say we checked
guess we-
the hallway to the. There was one to the left as well, right? That was like the same as the floor below.
Yeah,
Like,
the one that goes
Oh,
off to the
boy.
left, you saw the magic box as you passed.
Oh, right, is that what it takes us back to the magic box that we all hate? The fart box.
Yes. Yes.
Right, let's not do that then. So I guess like go back down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Me just like gliding along in my little gondola thing.
Fuck's sakes. Alright, yeah, I guess we're checking out the opposite direction of the magic box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You head down that hallway, and like I said before, it turns to the right about 20 feet up, but it also turns to the left slightly before that.
Left for the left gods.
Okay. You go to the
Uh,
left. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Avisa.
No, we'll go with left for the left gods.
Okay. You go left for the left gods, and you find yourself at another room, and it's got a big red light above it.
Hmm.
La Dom push late, goddamn. Just can't reach it from where I am on the ground, goddamn it.
You do have a mop.
I know, but I'm not smart.
Okay.
Can I pick Harry up so he can reach the light easier?
Yes. Yeah.
I'll
So,
fucking like straight
Harry,
up
you're
hand
now-
it right
you're-
in the light.
Okay. You punch the light, and you get shocked because
No,
it's
I
a
don't
light.
like punch it, like just like fucking straight up try to grab it, like shiny.
Oh,
Like the
okay,
little
you-
fucking guys out of Toy Story, like the claw.
yeah. Roll for bear. Roll. Yeah, you're trying to rip this light out. Roll for bear. Okay. You grab onto it, and you pull and pull and pull, but your tiny honey badger arms just are not strong enough to pull this light out of the wall.
Hang on, guys, I got this.
Okay. Roll for bear.
1G.
Yeah. Yeah. Hun, it is super easy for you. You put one massive paw over this light. You don't have to reach up or anything because you're as tall as this thing is. You just engulf this light in one hand and just dig your claws in behind it and rip it right out of the socket. And you now have a light bulb and a point and bear.
Well,
Oh, it's not shiny anymore.
Nope, not lit.
It's not bad.
after that, I guess
I guess we just like kick the door open now.
Try
'Cause we're
the
not
door?
at all. Like,
Okay, are you kicking the door open or are you trying to open it?
come on, do you even need to ask? I'm kicking the fucking door open.
Okay, roll for bear.
Hell yeah! Ha! Hell yeah! Fucking bear it up in here, motherfuckers.
Wow, yeah. So in a feat of pure unadulterated rage at not being able to pry the light bulb from the top of the thing, Harry just kicks the door, and he doesn't manage to open it, but he does kick a corner off, and he's able to scurry in.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just try to open the door that now
It's
has
open,
a
it's
piece
unlocked.
missing from. Okay, so I'm just
Oh,
gonna
does it not make it
follow.
harder to open because I've kicked the fucking corner in? No.
No,
Oh, that sucks, man.
no, you just kicked a little semicircle hole in the door.
I was hoping like I kicked the fucking hinge out, so it's like pure impossible to open it now. So it's just me.
You're
that-
You're a honey badger. No.
I know. Let me dream, okay? This honey badger dreams big, right? Brain small, dreams big.
So you open the door, and inside it looks very similar to the security room you were in before, but it's got towers of like switches and wires and just a whole row of like panels.
I want to start poking things.
Okay, roll
So
for hacker.
dry.
You have found yourself in the electrical room.
I really want to start pressing things, but this this looks like a job for fucking.
Ursula,
Yeah,
you
okay.
try pressing things, and you're a little too enthusiastic in your hacking abilities, and you end up breaking off the levers of the switches. You don't actually turn them off, but you just break them off.
I give her a big thumbs up. Like, good job, Ursula.
Oh shit.
I did my best, guys. I'm only a
Uh,
panda bear.
You're getting like the straight on big thumbs up, big happy smile, going, good job, that's it. Like that. It's exactly what I wanted to do.
I look at Harry and I'm like, well, why don't you just try biting your stick again against one of these?
Okay. Like, go up, put my hand on one of the fucking switches you broken, and just like chomp on the stick.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Harry.
You can all blame Hun for this. Like, Harry's impressionable and he's fucking dumb.
So the way I'm going to play this is, Harry, you've seen Ursula rip the handles off this thing. You're like, oh yeah, that's great, that's so cool. So you get in front of her and you skid her up to the things, and you try and like rip the rest of it out. You bite down on your stick, and suddenly you are thrown backwards into Ursula, and you slam into her stomach as she slams against one of these towers of electrical equipment, knocking it over, pushing it back, and suddenly all the lights just go out. And then about 10 seconds later, these little red lights come on, and you're not sure why.
It would be that initial panic of, oh god, I can't see again.
Fuck you, Hun.
You have successfully turned off the lights in the convention center,
Well,
but thankfully there's a backup generator for, emergency lights.
Man, that could have been great for us. We probably see better than humans anyway. Shame about the backup lights.
Probably.
Fuck me.
You did that yourself.
On your fucking suggestion. Alright, so being a honey badger, I guess, like 5 minutes later, I shrug it off. I'm like, this is fine. Like, I'm hurting, but this is fine.
Yeah, and probably you're probably the only one that could have survived that because
Yeah.
honey
Honey
badgers are
badger
pretty.
fucking, like,
Yeah,
getting
honey badgers don't
ridiculous,
give a
man.
shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like, I'm
having
hurting,
Ursula
man.
there,
I'm fucking sitting there bleeding, like, fucking
yeah,
burnt.
having Ursula there to break your shot definitely helped.
I guess I should turn around and go, are you okay, Ursula? Like,
Oh, I'm just munching on a random spoon I pulled out of nowhere.
alright, cool. So you didn't even notice me hitting you. Great. Right, fantastic.
Yeah, and actually, Ursula, you could probably chew on some of these wires in here. They look a lot like bamboo too. You know those thick wrapped cables.
Yeah, hey, why
It's
not?
like
That
those-
sounds
it's
good to
like
me. It
those-
might be
Yeah.
special bamboo.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
mean
those
the
red things the
electricity's
kids
out
were
now,
eating
so
upstairs. It's like those red things the kids were eating upstairs.
yeah. So you chomp through them. There's no electricity now, so it's fine. It tastes a little metallic. It's not very tasty, but I mean maybe it's just special bamboo.
Needs honey.
Needs honey. Yeah, you can try
Does
pouring
need
honey
honey.
over it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, and again, you guys still have 10 jars of honey that you can get into at any time.
Right, so like out of character, we've like straight up found the power room and turned the power off. So we've clearly started like some shits went down now. Like we can't just like
Flashback
float
to
about anymore.
me and dealing with Yogi's escapades and how
Mhm.
one time we had to take out the generator at the park in order to get another
Yeah.
picnic basket. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
That
So
one
you're
I'm doing to add one to criminal. Thank you. 'Cause I'm
Okay,
a little too
yeah.
close.
Yeah, and hun, you know exactly what's going on here. The lights are out, and now people are starting to worry, right? It might not be full on panic just yet, but if it goes on for too much longer, people will definitely start getting suspicious and come down here and check it out. So you're acutely
Here's the
aware
plan-
that
okay,
you're on the clock now.
Here's the plan. The power's out. They're gonna have a little bit harder time seeing us. If we can get those lights to stop blinking, we might be able to get out without being seen.
I don't have to do that again, do
Do it again.
I? I'll do it again.
It doesn't do anything. The power's out now. The generator runs on a different system.
I got that.
Oh.
I mean, oh thank God! Like fuck you, hun.
So,
I guess.
So I guess we just like.
we
Yeah.
still need to find where the fuck the honey is.
So I
Yep.
guess we just go
Mhm.
back down that hallway that we didn't finish exploring the other way. Because I know there was a broom closet at the end, but it turned off to the right.
But
further
guys,
down.
we're gonna have to be quick because now they know something's happened here. They're gonna be coming
Right.
for us.
Yep. You
Got
definitely know that
Let's
you're on the
hurry.
clock now, hun.
Full on stealth mode.
Yeah,
like,
you're hun,
zap,
you would
zap,
Yeah.
zap.
hun, you would know that now it is get the goods and go time.
Mm-hmm. So I start just quickly working my way back to where we were to try and find, just to try and find where the hell the
Okay.
thing is. But then
Yeah, so you
then I remember, hang on, Grin, you can smell good honey a mile away.
can.
Mhm.
Which way do
Do
we
you
go?
Do you want to try and sense honey, Grin?
Okay. Gonna stop and take in a big, good sniff.
Okay. Yeah, so you stop and you do this big
I fart again.
Damn.
and funnily enough, the scent of honey does hit your nose. It's coming from the only hallway you haven't explored yet, funnily enough.
Or
Yeah.
not so funnily.
Yeah, it's almost as if you had either checked the map or sensed honey before, you would have known that. But it's all good.
I mean, distracted by
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, you're a bear. It's fine. But yeah, so you know that up and to the right, there is a strong scent of honey.
This way. Let's go. We gotta be quick.
All right, so you guys rush down the hallway. You turn the corner, and Ursa, you're in the lead. You stop everyone short as they turn the hallway because you see the vault now, Grin. You see the vault now, and you remember being in the security room. You could see this area, and you look up, and there's 2 cameras pointed towards the vault, and across the hallway, there seem to be these little boxes that are pointed at opposite walls, right? So you've got like 3 boxes on the left and 3 boxes on the right, and they're kind of angled down. And you remember seeing green lights in the security room, but you don't see the green lights now.
This is more human sorcery.
Throw me up and I'll get those fucking lights. I'll get those
throw
fucking
Harry towards
the magic boxes that are.
towards the box at the end of the hallway.
Up or
No,
out?
I was going to say like towards the cameras that are above us. Like, I'll take them out. So.
Okay, so the cameras are actually in front of you, and the boxes that are crisscrossed
Alright,
are
well
kind
fucking
of
yeet me into the
farther
bay,
down the
motherfucker.
hall.
What?
Yeah, so you're going for the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you go for the camera on the right. Roll for criminal.
Big fucking. Oh my god, I've got to roll one. Yeah, no, fuck.
Yeah, you chomp on it. It hurts your teeth. Doesn't seem to do much. You try ripping it off the wall. Nah, it's held in there pretty tight. And it's a good 15 feet off the ground, so trying to have Hun do it for you isn't possible.
I mean, Hun was going to throw me at it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is you can't rip it out, and Hun can't reach it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh!
I'm assuming they know what the cameras do and that they're watching the door, right? Or are we just attacking things for the sake of attacking things?
Grin, you would definitely know that the
He
cameras
would
are
have
watching
pointed
the
out.
vault.
Yeah.
Then she's gonna bite the smoke stick.
Okay, you bite the smoke stick, and smoke fills the area, and suddenly those green lights that you saw before are visible now. You don't know how it's happening, but the smoke fills the area, and you can see these crisscrossing patterns of green lights leading up towards the vault. And the smoke kind of hangs there in the air, right? And these green lights just kind of shimmer in this crisscross pattern.
Oh. I don't think we should touch those.
I'll start following the green lights towards the vault.
Okay.
I will grab Harry before he can cross into anything.
So we have to not touch the green lights.
I wasn't touching them, I was following them. God.
It might make sense. Harry's the only one that's small enough to get between them, I would assume, right?
Yeah, Harry could probably get through there, no problem.
Whereas the rest of us would probably struggle, so he needs to somehow get to the other end. And...
I got this, guys. Big stretch.
I'm gonna yeet him through. Give him a nice boost. Is there space at the top, or are the lasers covering all the top as well?
Yeah, you could probably throw him through the top.
I'm gonna throw him.
The lights are more pointed towards the floor.
Yeah, so I'm gonna toss that honey badger into the bay, and hopefully he'll get some. I don't know how he's gonna get back though.
This is fine.
He's little enough to weave between them at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you throw him.
Wasn't 5-1.
Harry, you slam into the vault door. You are now in front of the vault door.
Is there any way I can like squeeze through, like vents or anything? Or
No.
It's like a solid
No.
fucking door.
It's a solid fucking door.
Right.
And you're
Is there
now
any,
on
like
camera.
buttons? Is there any like fucking? Oh, I'm now on camera.
Yeah, you're on
Right.
camera.
So I sit there, scratch my ass, look about. Is there any like funny boxes with lights on them?
Nope. Solid door.
Okay. So, I'm at a loss, guys. Like fuck.
Well, was this what we wanted to use the honey for?
Yeah. In fact, yeah. Turn around and like throw me the honey. Throw me the explosive honey. Because this is going to end well. Throw me the explosive honey.
Explosive
yeah.
honey and a boomstick? Oh boy.
So Harry, are you running back to get the honey?
Well, I mean, I was turned around to him like, fucking throw me the honey. Like,
Okay. Grin, you know if you throw that honey, it's going to blow up. If he doesn't catch
Yeah.
it, which he won't, it will shatter on the floor and explode.
So the emotion made it come back. So like, I guess I try to dance.
Would it be
back
possible to
just
line it up
fucking-
and roll it underneath the lasers?
It's more like nitroglycerin than honey.
Okay,
at
no,
this
that
point.
wouldn't be great.
Can I have a flashback where I fucking remember myself being like actually fucking useful in fucking stealthy situations?
Oh my god. Okay, so it's pretty close to when we've got to go. So let me just remind you guys that you have a stick that makes darkness,
Yeah, but it's these fucking lasers.
And
are
Har-
gonna set off a lot.
Wait.
and Harry's on camera, and Harry can fit between the lasers,
Yeah.
and
Like,
the
fuck
lasers
that.
are activated by movement.
Ah, fuck it. I'll just run
Which-
back, grab the
So-
fucking explosive shit, put it down at the door, and then fucking like, I don't know, run away.
So, does that mean, if I understand right, if you use the stick of darkness, the lasers won't see anything because of the darkness?
And the cameras won't see anything because of the darkness.
But she put up
That's
the
how
fucking,
That's how darkness works.
I don't know that shit. Like she put up the fucking darkness at the start though. Was that not like?
No, she put up smoke.
No, smoke.
The smoke
Okay.
helped you see what the lasers were, so that you could go and put the darkness on the lasers.
She is not a smart bear. It might take her a while to get around to that.
That's okay.
Okay, she's gonna carefully take the fucking explosive honey and the dark stick, and she's going to put the darkness on the lasers and
Okay.
bring it over.
Okay. So you bite down on the stick, and this orb of darkness pops up, and you can no longer see the lasers, you can no longer see the cameras, and as you walk through it carefully, you come out the other side, and you turn around, and you can't see the hallway behind you. It's just dark. It's just black. The cameras are gone, the lasers are gone, and you're standing in front of the vault door.
I'm going to carefully put the jars of honey down
Okay.
and realize at this point that we want to be nowhere near them when they explode. So,
Yep.
Harry's still there. So I'm going
in
to
the
say we need
darkness,
to get back.
Confused as fuck. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just start walking in a random direction.
And at the other side, I'm going to turn to Ursula and say, why don't you try throwing one of your balls at them?
Right. I'll make sure I'm with the party before this happens. Then, like, fuck.
I'm gonna watch the door.
I mean, I guess I can, but I was looking.
We can go
forward
get
to
another one.
juggling.
Wait, only one of them though.
Okay. And then I will chuck one of my shiny metal balls at the door.
Okay. Yeah, Ursula, you've been having fun with these things. They make nice clicky clacky sounds, but you can still make clicky clacky sounds with two, you guess. So you chuck one of your balls at the door, and nothing seems to happen for like a split second after it hits the door, and you're just like, oh, and then a giant explosion rocks the hallway. You're all forced back by the shockwave onto your backs. The initial explosion hits the two jars that are next to the door. The first one explodes, blowing off the hinges. The second one explodes, blowing a huge crater in the side of the wall. And there is smoke and dust and debris everywhere. You guys, stealth. Yeah, you guys get up and you're like, oh my god, what happened? You walk through the darkness to the vault door, and you can see that this vault door is in bad shape. One of its hinges is blown off. There's a giant hole on the other side of the door, and you could probably force this open with a little leverage.
What's that? Leverage to say. Don't
Your
mind
time
if
to
I
shine,
do.
hun.
Okay, cast roll for criminal. Yeah, so you thinking back on your times you've done, you know that Yogi used a bunch of different tools and you immediately grasp. But if you put this heavy stick in the thing, you can probably pry it open. But unfortunately, just you by yourself, you can't quite get it.
I'll lend my strength to that.
Okay.
I can too.
Okay, so Grin and Ursa, you just dogpile on top of Hun's back, and you're pushing and struggling, and you've got your feet up against the wall, pushing and pushing and pushing. Both of you roll criminal. Okay, Grin, as you push into the door, you can kind of feel it give, and you feel Hun just kind of inching forward. You take a small step, and then another small step, another small step, and it forces its way open. But even you and Ursa's strength combined, you're just not quite getting it all the way open.
I'll give him a hand then.
Okay,
The
Harry.
little strength that I'll add to it, you know.
Yeah, perfect. Roll criminal. Oh, a 6? Okay. Yeah, so Harry, you're like, these guys need the Harry's
Just
help.
dangling off
Yeah.
the end of the
Well,
stick.
We'll get this. You take a running jump and you try and like push off the wall and like slam into them. What you end up doing is forcing them all off balance, and Ursa and Grin put their full weight onto Hun, who collapses into the crowbar, and the full weight of 3 adult bears
Yeah.
pops the door open.
Perfect. Just like I planned. Oh god.
Oh,
Okay, the vault is now open.
okay, so we're gonna hurry on inside.
Okay, it's pretty dark in there, but as your guys' eyes adjust, you see what looks like it's a big room. It's very big, and it's mostly empty. There are like little metal boxes along the back wall, like set into the wall. You're not quite sure what they do, but in the center there is this large square platform, and on the platform there is a shroud covering something.
Unveil the shroud.
Do you guys all climb up on the little platform?
Yes. I do.
Okay. Anybody else climb up on
Yeah.
the platform? Okay.
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna hang back because I'm suspicious of more human sorcery.
Okay. So Ursa, Hun, and Harry, you guys all climb up on the platform, and you approach this shroud. And Hun, you grab this cloth and you rip it away, and suddenly the entire platform starts moving up. You look down at what you've just uncovered, and it looks like some kind of long, thin stick. It's got like a bulb at one end, and you have no idea what it is. But the platform is ascending and ascending and ascending, and you three find yourself rising up, and it's dark. Finally, the platform comes to a stop, and suddenly spotlights are on you, and you see. You can't really see anything, and then your eyes adjust, and you're looking out over a crowd of people. The entire convention center is here. It's 5 o'clock. The short fat man walks out from the side of what you now realize is a stage and says, "How was that, everyone?" And you see behind you there is a screen that is showing your faces. You guys are standing on the main stage of this platform, and there is a screen that is showing highlights of your adventures through the convention center. You see Hun bear hugging a lady into submission and then tossing her aside. You see Ursula juggling fire with one foot out. You see Harry skittering around under a table and stealing honey from children, and you realize that you've been set up. This whole thing was planned to get you here to heist this black orchid honey, which is not on the stage. What is in fact on the stage is a microphone that the short fat man walks up to and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing bears!" And everyone erupts into applause.
Alright, how far away is this guy? Because I'm about to fucking tear his face off. Like, I'm about to just like fuck it and
Somebody
call it
else's
day, call
ankle
it
is
quits
about to
for the
get
bear.
fucked up.
Like, I'm about to fucking tear this motherfucker's face off.
Yeah. So you go to lunge for him, and one of the Goliaths that you had tricked into doing the fire thing before just comes up and grabs you by the scruff of the neck and
I'll bite
holds
the
you
fucking
up.
stick, man. Like,
And
I'll bite this place's stick.
yeah, you bite the stick, it doesn't do anything. He's pretty
Ah!
resistant to lightning. He's raging at this point.
Yeah.
But
But fucking.
the Goliath holds you up in the air, and the short fat man screams, "The honey badger, everyone!" And they just, "Oh yeah! Oh man, that guy's crazy! Yeah, did you see what he did to those kids?"
I mean, I like how I'm getting called out for the kids when Cass killed their ma. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, and you actually see the short lady. She's standing there. She's like, "That's the one who stole the honey from my kids!"
I take,
I give her the middle pause.
Yep.
it is time. I take the metal stick I took and I smash the man in the face.
They're not gonna let you. The Goliath steps in, grabs the crowbar from you, kind of scoops you up under an arm. He's big, so he's kind of like like if you couldn't walk and he was like trying to support you, right? So he just scoops an arm under you, and the short fat man goes, "The black bear!" Oh! And everyone in the crowd erupts, and they're like, "That guy is beast! Did you see how he bust down that door?"
See how we fucked the other 3 doors?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he had a problem with the doors in the first place, but he did good on that wall, man. Ursula, is there anything you're doing?
After freezing for a few seconds, I will immediately start juggling with my remaining shiny metal balls and
Okay.
whatever other object I can grab.
Okay, so
A
yeah.
jar of honey, I guess.
Nervous Goliaths.
Yeah, so you start juggling the metal balls, and the short fat man goes, "The panda! What the
Oh,
fuck?
fuck.
She's got grenades!" And like, the one Goliath's holding Hun, the other Goliath's holding Harry, and you're sitting here juggling grenades, and people start screaming and running towards the door. The short fat man trips over himself and scurries away. The 2 Goliaths throw the other 2 of your companions down the stage. They fucking book it. Everyone is running.
Cowabunga is like...
Avisa, you're still down on the bottom floor. What are you doing as this is
Pick
happening?
up at the platform going, okay.
Yeah,
How do I
so
get there?
you hear the cacophony of everything above you, and you do know that you can take the stairs up to exit behind stage.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna haul ass.
Okay. You reach the top of the stairs. You hear the cacophony. Everyone's screaming at this point because Ursula has started juggling her grenades. And as you are running up, you see a Goliath. It looks like he was there to detain you. He is booking it in the other direction. And he knocks over a cart, and something topples off onto it and rolls out onto the stage.
I will take a glance to see what that is.
Okay. Are you moving out onto the stage?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you run out onto the stage, Ursula, you're juggling. You have no idea what's going on. You're just doing a little fun thing. Harry and Hun, you guys hear a commotion behind you. You turn around, and Grin is there, chasing over after something that has apparently fallen over. And Hun, you recognize it immediately. That's a sealed metal jar, and on the side of it, it says Black Orchid.
Sweet.
I let out a huge roar to try and intimidate and move the Goliath.
Uh-huh. Oh, no, he's gone, man. He's fucking peaced out.
That's
They
not
all
like-
pieced
That's
out.
just me running to
Yeah,
grab
everyone is peacing out. Yeah, you've got 2 live grenades on stage being juggled by a panda.
I start looking for an escape route. Like, well, they're fucking...
I grab
looking back,
the metal container. Just like, yes, we've got it. Move, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay. You guys all booking it out of the convention center?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are running through the screaming throng of people, and you manage to make it out. You make it all the way back to the woods to enjoy your honey that you successfully heisted.
That
What
was
what do
fucking
you
hilarious.
what do you
man.
think?
That was
What do you guys
fucking
think?
quality, man.
That was
Yeah?
unexpected for sure.
I feel like I should have went 6-0 though for like trying to maul that motherfucker at the end. Like
Yeah.
but
Oh my god.
That
You
was
at
could
that
say
point
it
I
was
was
a
just like, you know
very
what?
good
Fuck it,
time.
hands up. I'm gonna fucking tear his face off. Like this motherfucker.
I honestly didn't think Hillary would keep 2 of the grenades, so you guys would have gotten the honey anyway, but you also would have been forced to perform. So I guess it worked out.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So what do you
Thanks,
guys think?
Panda bro. That was fucking quality, man.
That was
Yeah?
hilarious.
Good
Yeah.
honey
That was
heist.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good for a one shot. Sad Mark.
I'm glad-
Watch.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he can.
Did you record it?
Yeah.
Nice. Also, you
Nice.
forgot to put up episode 17 because I was watching them last night. Because I was originally going to have the short fat man be Cass, but I couldn't get his voice. Oh, hey, everybody, I'm Don. Fucking hell. Okay.
I hate
Hey
you
guys,
so much.
I'm John.
What,
Give it up for the honey badger and
Give it up for the honey badger,
the black bear.
the black bear. I don't fucking know what's going on.
I hate you.
Good.
Aw, fuck you too, buddy.
Just for that, I'm gonna go get some chocolate to feel better.
All right.
It's a shop.
Right, real quick before you all leave Roll20, see if you zoom right out on the map and look at the top left. Does that not look like if you've got the secondary map up, does it not look like an angry giraffe?
An angry
Wait,
giraffe. Secondary
what?
map.
Like 2 seconds. Copy link. Is there a D&D chat? Yeah, there we go.